Hello. Welcome back to Old World Community Tournament 2026. Fluffy Bunny here, and we are ready for another match versus Class Koala, the previous tournament champion, versus Mojo. Sorry for the delay in getting the stream started. Little technical hiccups, but I think we're good to go now. Yeah, let's just let the players know. Ready to go. Yeah. And yeah, if you're in the stream, hello Constanton, please let me know if we sound okay, if the level of the good. And yeah, hopefully we're going to be in for a good match. So yeah, two very good players here. Class Koala, obviously the previous winner, definitely showing his chops. I don't believe he lost a single game in the last tournament, so Mojo's got his work cut out for him here. We have Mojo as picked first. He's gone for Egypt, and we're yet to see what class is picking. Let's have a look at the map settings. So we're on a Jewel of the Ancients with sand on both inner and outer terrain. It's a dual size map, square, going for a slow timer, disable hands. Yeah, pretty standard tournament settings otherwise. Could you raise voice sound a little bit? It would be cool if it's a little bit higher. All right, let's try that. Let's do that and that. How about that? Let me know if that's any better. Hello, Scientific. Welcome. Yeah, we are. Let's have a look at the map while we're thinking about that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sites aside by the looks of it. For me, yeah, pretty sure that's 16. That's cool. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the check. Should be an arena that's good for class, says Scientific. Yeah, hopefully so. I have lowered the stream bitrate, just so you know, because I was having some technical issues. So if it doesn't look quite as nice as normal, that may be why. If it's unwatchable, let me know and I'll stop and try and fix it, but hopefully it should be okay. Right, yeah, we've got an Egypt picked. We're going, let's have a look. Class is still not picked yet. So we've got a scholar, educated scholar, 5 wisdom plus 8 science right off the bat. Not bad. See if we've got anything pinged in the tech tree. No, we're not quite sure where Mojo is going tech-wise yet. Maybe he doesn't know himself, of course, but yeah. Alrighty, yeah, we've got no generals or governors assigned for Mojo, unconventional. 2 great governor candidates here. We've got a righteous builder, which would definitely be my pick to be putting in as a governor straight away. Get all of those worker builds done one turn quick. It's a huge advantage. Were there any good general candidates? We could put the king on, otherwise no, not really. Yeah, and I guess we don't know where the camp is that we're going to, so haven't gone for a promotion, so we're not going to get a camp clear before respawn, but that's okay. Right, class is still thinking. Yeah, okay. Hello, Dodge Rocket. Welcome to the stream. To have you on board. Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. When I saw Class and Mojo were playing and no one was streaming, I had to leap on because, yeah, 2 Titans. Very excited to see what happens here. We've got an Egypt v Persia match that makes a lot of sense. We've got 3 pasture resources in the capital, 1 hunter resource. Mojo, of course, went Egypt, so they don't have the choice of hunters. We can't get any extra benefit from pastures anyway, so they're let's go in landowners. Makes sense. Landowners could be quite interesting for a sand map, of course. We've got well, it'll be interesting actually to see what we have in terms of grove resources. We see 3 grove resources already, so it looks like landowners' land consolidation play might be quite interesting. What wonders do we have? Says Boldus. Specific day. Okay, player that is checking the setup. What wonders do we have? We have Ziggurat, Hanging Gardens, Yazilkaya, Necropolis, Abdana, Mausoleum, Acropolis, Monumental Buddhas, and then 5 legendaries. So Circus Maximus, Pantheon, Hagia, Heliopolis, and Shitoraka. Wow, that's certainly a lineup. No scientific favourite Colosseum. but and no pyramids either. And yes, it looks like we are picking specific traits, so that was a bit of a setup glitch by the looks of it, but hopefully the players are just going to go with it. I think that'll be fine. So yeah, educated scholar versus, has class picked yet? Class is still not picked. Okay, he's still thinking about what traits he wants. Almost forgot to disable music from the start. We have it on. We don't have music from the start on. Right. Jesus. Okay. Wild. So yeah, we don't have music from the start on, but that's fine. Well, you'll have to listen to my dulcet tones instead. Egypt is a crazy pick to me, says Boulders. Interesting. Well, let's have a look. Let's consider what we've got here. We don't have husbandry, so that is a major issue for starters. We do have a grain resource on a river. So that's... No, sorry, this is not a grain resource. This is just a bare farm on a river. Of course, because it's Egypt, because it's landowners, they get money, and because it's Egypt, they get extra both money and food from being on the river. So that's something. But yeah, it is, I guess, a slightly odd choice. Perhaps a nation with husbandry might be more interesting. I wonder if Mojo has gone into this game with a plan of what he's going to do. Let's have a quick look at the resources. We start to look at this. So we've got 3 grove resources already immediately in front of us. Another lavender and citrus. That's 5. What else have we got? It does not count. Else up here, we've got a few elephants. That's interesting. Quite a few game. Another spices. That makes 6. Another jade in the middle. Another elephant. We're not short of elephants on this map. That's for sure. 7 with the olives there. Oh wow, we've got a tactician from class who's charging straight across the map. Yeah, spices here. So we've got 8 Lancon resources, so that might be an interesting play. But yeah, class has gone for a more conventional, I suppose. Tactician Besieger is going to be super aggressive by the looks of it, at the very least in terms of clearing, and probably just charging straight into Mojo. If I know class, and I think we do have a decent idea of how class plays now, given his performance in the last tournament. Going into a hunters. They've settled their first city, hunters, for the camp bonus. That will give them a nice starting growth. So yeah, Persia should have a good starting advantage here. They're going to have more growth, more food than Egypt. They've got the tactician, so they can get an easy clear. And yeah, they've got husbandry, so they can get pastures, get loads of orders online. Yeah, Persia seems a very solid pick for this map. Indeed. Which charter find city sites on this script fun puzzle? Yes. Alright, well, how are we doing? We're on year 3 simultaneous, so how is Mojo doing? Class is going to be clearing this turn. Egypt has not even started clearing a camp. Oof, that's a slow start for Egypt. I do not like that. We don't have any... We have a shield bread promotion. Okay, so we can clear efficiently at least. That's good. But yeah, definitely some slow clearing from Egypt. Prioritizing scouting by the look of it. And yeah, starting another farm, not on the river, unfortunate. But what are you going to do? Well, yeah. Having weird lags. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. I think Koala is hosting this as well. But they're going to continue. Okay, fine. Alrighty, so we've got an oligarch who's married someone. We don't really care too much about that. I might need to rehost, a bit unfortunate. Okay, still no movement from this warrior, so we're not even going to start clearing a camp for spawn. Wild. First Egypt settled it out, so there's not a lot of choice for Egypt. They're going to have to go and clear their free city site. They're going to have to go settle their free city site, I should say, rather than clear. We've got 1 turn of simultaneous left. Let's switch back to Persia. They, of course, have cleared without taking any damage at all because they're a tactician. So it'll be interesting to see. I would like to see. I'd like to see class continue along the bottom of the map, just charge over towards Mojo's side, crack on, but we'll see what he does. No movement this turn with scouting and starting another pasture. Doesn't hurt to get that food growth and orders up. All very useful things to have, especially at the start of the game. So sure, I can appreciate taking time to do that rather than moving the military unit. Perhaps we'll do that next turn. What does the known world according to class look like? Yeah, we haven't seen any sites yet, so we're not sure where to send the tactician. The settler is out. We're harvesting en route. Okay, great. Gonna pick up some Persia bonus to harvest. Yet the scout here is busy harvesting as well, so he's getting extra food from that already. Wow, has already skewed a settler and has spare food. Mojo, I would imagine, has just had to buy food for that settler. Probably wouldn't have had enough. We're setting the second city riders. We have a second scout on the board. We take trapping first in Egypt. Building a slinger immediately as our second build, despite the fact this warrior has not moved at all. All right, that's interesting. I guess it's something that you don't often see, especially in competitive games. It's usually a rush to expand. But I suppose if you are going to build a military unit second and then a settler, and it's not super fast settler, then maybe you can afford not to clear immediately. Spend your time scouting and harvesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that plays out indeed. All right, what have we got? Are we going to see some more movement? Looks like Persia is still moving their settler up, moving their scout up. I imagine we're going to see some more harvests here from this scout. Still just scouting. I wonder if we're about to run into the Thracians, quite possibly. Yeah, looks like we are. I think, yeah, this skirmisher should be able to hit the scout next turn, even on the normal tribe level, which we're on. So he'll take a couple of points of damage, most likely. Back to Mojo. Is Mojo ever going to move the warrior? Come on, man. Got 12 orders this turn. Surely you have enough orders to do something with this now. Really just going to wait until we get the second unit out. I guess he can. I would like to see some more movement. We have got 2 scouts, of course, so I suppose Mojo can use those orders. He can get scouting all over the place. He's crossed the center of the map here. This is the diagonal line in the center, so he's crossed onto Glass's side already. He's busy harvesting. Presumably, both players are keen to get the harvesting cognomens and get some more orders and legitimacy early, which is of course nice. Don't know if it's nice enough to delay your clear for, but maybe it is. Yep, got another harvest here. We have the gatherer cognomen, so we're up to 30 legitimacy, 12 orders of the turn. We're actually out ordering Persia at this point, which is fair enough. We're only on year 8, but still not bad. Well, that won't last long. A beautiful hunter site here. So we're double hunter settling in Persia. I don't hate that at all. That seems perfectly reasonable. We did take an attack on the scout, but yes, Class is not going to be too worried about that, especially when he can come back and harvest some game and get the tactician ready to strike next turn would be my suggestion. We have, yeah, we're still working our second settler here. We have a choice in the second city, probably just a settler here, just keep settling. When you've got that tactician leader absolutely devastating his way through sites, not a problem. We didn't see this scout move or the tactician move, so we're starting a shrine in Persia. We've gone for divination, going for labor force next, so we don't care that the scout is getting hit. Like, we did move that slinger forwards a little bit. We will be able to start stunning next turn. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, still no movement on the Egyptian warrior. It looks like we might be waiting for the second unit to come out. Wait, Class is not Carthage. Indeed, Class is not Carthage. To be fair, not a great map for Carthage. We have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tribal sites to hire from. I suppose it's probably enough to make Carthage work. It's an imposter. Marvelous. I mean, yeah. Well, it's good to see other nations being played out, of course. Persia has been a strong contender in this tournament so far. I say that without really knowing what the stats are, and I'm not about to go and check them now, but I'm pretty sure Persia have been doing pretty well for themselves. And Egypt, no doubt. Egypt is a strong nation, so I would not be surprised if they're doing pretty well too. So, yeah, very slow expansion in Egypt here. We're taking our time, but we've got the overcog. Notes for new viewers will be near future updates. Thank you, class. Very kind of you to point that out. I had not spotted the notes, so we'll check on them when we get back to class's term. We have an ambition to clear 3 tribal sites, which is actually quite nice for Egypt, because they haven't cleared any yet, so that will just make that easier. Where are we getting a note? Mark Tech thinking spoked wheel for Schema Chancellor. Ah, okay. We got any decent Chancellor candidates? Well, I guess schemas, of course. He has a schema. Yes, one schema. Fair enough. All right. Okay, so class is going for down that route. Of course, schema's got a bit more versatility in the most recent update. They can now be any councillor position and make quite strong both ambassadors and chancellors. So, yeah, Spoked Will is a good pickup for Persia anyway, of course. Get their chariots online, utilising the fact that, well, I say that, but actually we don't have a huge amount of horses on this map. We've got a horse down here. Well, we're not overburdened. Of course, Persia can settle riders, so it doesn't hurt. We are seeing no movement from the warrior. Still busy spending all our orders scouting. Got a marriage offer. Could marry a tactician. That's very nice. Bit of wisdom and discipline will absolutely not hurt. Plus some family opinion. I'd like to see that marriage go through. It's funny that I played both tournament games of Rome, but I almost never play Rome normally. Wow, indeed. I mean, you've got to play to your strength, but you've also got to play to the map. So it's tricky to know sometimes what to choose in a tournament game. Definitely, you don't want to be playing someone you've got no experience of at all. But on the other hand, yeah, if you can adapt your nation pick to the map and what's on offer. Fantastic marble site down here, an easy free marble pickup with another one a little bit further out of reach. Of course, that's the benefit of landowners. They can expand their borders. They can grab all of these resources pretty easily. But the disadvantage of starting landowners in the corner is that they are somewhat limited in the tiles they can go out and grab and buy. That looks like the old note again, I believe. Where are they? I can't. Oh, right down in the plains. Yeah, that's where we're looking. So much stone on that site, indeed. It must be remnants of Kush. Yeah, Kush would be nice on this map for sure. Alright, so class is working on his second camp for Egypt has started on his first. And well, yeah, we'll almost certainly have cleared his second camp before Egypt starts on their first. A bit less scouting. Yeah, Egypt has a scout right over in class's capital. So class has much better map vision. Sorry, Egypt. Mojo has much better map vision than class does. So that's definitely a difference. Yeah, we're seeing that in the orders. We are starting to take a little bit damage from skirmishes here. See what events we've got. We've got new air, lovely. TV. Plus we could pay to give our queen some stats. Not sure if that's worth it, but yeah, sure. That seems okay, I suppose. Yeah, we got the money. It's not costing us too much. Really not sure about letting a third unit spawn here. Mojo needs to start clearing next turn at the latest, otherwise he's going to have 3 units to deal with. I guess with the slinger, that does change the odds. Yeah, he can wait 2 turns, and as long, yeah, he'll definitely be able to clear in 2 turns. Okay, I take that back. He might have to march the slinger, mind you. Yeah, I think he will have to march the slinger. Or 7, yeah, I need to be able to do 6 damage with the slinger in order to attack once with the warrior on 1 turn, and then twice with both units on the next turn. So I'm not sure. Hey, Egypt. All right, Persia has noted that the players met, and Persia has gone straight for declaring war. Either player or a schemer, of course, so they're not getting any extra orders from that, but I guess just to signal intent. Persia doesn't have their scout anywhere near. Still, only one scout still, of course, and still harvesting in the home base. Yeah, we're on the Gatherer cog. We're actually wasting, or maybe not wasting, but we're not spending 2 orders, which is kind of a waste. Yeah, we're really insisting on waiting for this second unit here before we go and start doing any attacking. Which is a little bit wild. Persia has got 3 unit from clearing their second camp. You might clear with the warrior alone, force much to settler. I mean, you could do. But yeah, I don't know why if he's planning on doing that, why he hasn't gone in already. Lag is unbearable. That's a little bit unfortunate. Hopefully rehosting will fix that. Of course, there's no guarantee, but we'll see how we get on. So it's just going to finish this turn. All right. Well, I guess that we are going to have a short break then for a rehost, and be back with you momentarily to try and continue this game. Yeah, timer's stopped, so we have lost connection. So let's exit out and wait for a rehost and see if we can get the game going a bit better. So interesting start. Mojo is very unusual start to see. We'll see if it works out for him. Did they use customizers? They did, yes. They chose their trait. So Mojo chose educated and class chose procedure. That was, yeah, I think just a mistake. They left that setting active. Rolling with it. Let's see. Waiting for this game to come back up. Yeah, interesting start so far. Mojo obviously has got the Gatherer cognomen. I imagine he will probably be grabbing Resourceful in the not too distant future. That is even more orders and legitimacy for him. Though, yeah, I really just don't like just wasting orders. Feels bad. Leaving orders spare. You get 10 gold per order that you don't use in a turn, but it's something, but it's not great. Is the game back up? No, we are still waiting. Interesting to see whether Besieger would do anything good. I mean, Besieger is a strong trait, right? Besieger is faster tribal camp clear. It's yeah, aggressive, cancels out any defensive bonus you might get from keeping your nation units on urban. All right, we're back in. Just waiting for Mojo to reconnect. Hopefully this will be issues that class has been having. And yeah, we're on what, 59 legitimacy. 59 is not a huge amount given that we're getting 30 of that from Gatherer. How does that compare to class? 50. Yeah. Oh, both of them have the Gatherer code. Oh, right, fair enough. Whereas I guess, yeah, we've named 5 landmarks in Persia, whereas Egypt has named 7 landmarks and discovered 1 more. Oh, and found an extra family seat. But yeah, not a huge difference at the moment, for sure. Dodge Rocket says, I just don't understand why Egypt isn't attacking the camp. Is the extra temple with the really worth pausing on attacking the Southern Barb site? It's certainly a very unusual move. It's not one that I have seen. So I don't know that it is worth losing the tempo, but I guess we will perhaps find out. It looks like there was another ping, but no, maybe it was just... Alright, what's happening here? We have, yeah, we've cleared our second camp in Persia, and we're about to finish off that another unit. We've founded Persian paganism. Put the order shrine up, so that's a little bit more orders again. Trained our second settler. That is ready to come out. We've got a double settler in Persia. Yep, founding the free site immediately. So Persia is now up to 3 cities. Mojo's 2, and Mojo has no ability to found a third city at the moment. And yeah, we're going to have a fourth city in Persia in 4 turns, or 5. But yeah, we've got a statesman settled for Persia here. So not a great city site in 3 city state here. We've just got some spices, the only resource, not amazing terrain, like a couple of okay farm spots, a couple of okay quarry spots, but yeah, not a lot going on here. And of course, this is Egypt's second city here. Oh, this slinger can attack this turn. Right, we really need, yeah. I mean, surely he has. No, he's assigned a general. Okay, I don't understand that. Right, I guess if we attack with the warrior now, we can clear the force spawn. Please tell me we're attacking with the warrior now. You see this 2-year spawn, right, Mojo? I feel like he's not going to attack. I feel like he would have done it already if he was going to. Wild, what on earth is going on here? Yep. Alright, last chance. Got just enough orders to take the attack this turn. This warrior would hardly do any damage attacking across the river, so you absolutely still could do this. And clear the camp before it spawns a third unit. Come on, Mojo. Come on, Mojo. He is reinventing. If Mojo wins this match after this, then this is going to be wild. What? I'm lost. I'm speechless. Not only did he not move the warrior in, he also didn't move the scout and just took an attack. Okay, wild. All right, don't know what that's about. 4 more harvests to go. Right, Persia is very much tracking on the resourceful cognomen and how long they have to get to it. We apparently need 4 more. See, what did the scout do? I wonder if that was after this turn's harvested. Maybe Trail of Heroes. We didn't go for that. No, we did go for it. We Oh, the Hunting the Myth. We didn't go for the Hunting the Myth. The Trail of the Heroes, right, is the follow-on event from that. So we got 80 XP from that. And lost legitimacy. That's not a terrible trade at all. Well on our way to our second level up with the Persian king. Whereas the Egyptian king has 0 experience because he has done nothing. He's not governing. He's not generaling. There's still no governor at all in Waset, even though there's at least 2, perhaps 3 decent options here. Yeah, don't know what's going on. Very confused. All right, we're finally moving in. Too late to stop the spawn, but maybe this is all part of the plan. Maybe Egypt is farming the site for kills and experience. Who could say? We finished a mine. We've got 2 farms and a mine up in Egypt. I wonder what we'll go for next. We have got husbandry, so we can actually start getting some pastures online now. That's good. No divination yet, of course, so we can't build any shrines. So yeah, I guess that is pretty much all we can build. We could get some quarries online, but I suppose the food and growth early is good. We're going for a trapper and we're set. I mean, fair enough. Pointless building another settler. Because where are you going to settle? A bit sad that settler didn't move, so that's going to slow the settling tempo down here even more. Because when even leaving it this late to clear this camp, we're still not going to be able to settle the camp this time. Yeah, I'm very confused as to what's happening. Baldus, you and me both. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know in old world. You never know. All right, Persia is busy working on their third camp. Looks like, yeah, it's kind of in the corner, right? So not necessarily one side or the others. Very much classes now. And yeah, I think class could quite happily just either come up here and clear the Syrian site and take that, or even, I mean, at this rate, class could even just come and deny the Egyptian site. Like, class is in a position to come and stun these people and kill them before Mojo even gets there. Wild. We have another note. Harvest here. Okay. So, yep. See, yeah, it's interesting. This focus on harvesting and getting the cognoment is you know, it's cool. It's good. It's strong. I'm not saying not bashing it, but if Persia had put their scout over here and seen what was going on in Egypt, I feel like a more aggressive play from Persia rushing their tactician over and taking advantage of Egypt's slow speed here might have been a play. Is this another mercenary warrior, right? We still haven't built any military units in Persia. Let's just double check that military units produced, yeah, 0. But we still have 3 units. This is just the benefit of clearing. Clearing camps gets you stuff, often units. How are we doing on landmarks? Let's see. Persia now has 9. No, sorry, this is Egypt. Egypt has 9 landmarks and 1 discovered, so 19 total legitimacy. Persia has 6 landmarks and no discoveries for 12 total legitimacy. So we're looking at a 7 legitimacy difference. But yeah. Worrying. All right, so we have cleared the site. The settler has finally moved. We'll be able to get our fertility down next turn. This is good. So Persia probably can't stop that anymore, but they're very much in a position to take the Scythian site here if they want to. And yeah, going to be dire straits indeed, I would say, for Mojo. Let's see what Mojo settled next. He's got landowners and riders, so he's got choices. All right, are we going for the harvest and the food? We've got Aegilis, the Thracian, has joined the court. He is vengeful, which is ideal for courtier. Not contributing any stats now. We have the resourceful cog. Okay, so Persia did count that correctly. Did track it very nicely. Yeah, 2 free warriors are. I mean, yeah, you know, clearing camps is good. It gets you stuff. It's worth doing. You get advantages for doing that. So we're going for the labour force in 2 years. We'll be able to get either slavery or freedom. Yeah, we've got plenty of civics thanks to our statesman settle. Excuse me. So that's absolutely fine. We're assigning generals here. I'm not quite sure why we didn't put the hero on the wounded guy, because then we could have killed him. I guess we have 2 more heroes, so that seems fine. But yeah, Persia, despite having not built any military units, is still in a much better position than Egypt, who is building a worker and a trapper. Okay, yeah, this could indeed. Mojo was worried before the game began that it might be a short game because he thought Clash would be a lot better than him. It may well be the case. Oh my word, we just attacked across a river. Wild. We could have killed a unit this turn if we just moved round. Wouldn't have struck and settling, wouldn't have been a problem at all. We chose not to. Okay, this feels like, yeah. Alright, I'm not gonna rag too much on you, Mojo. I apologise for criticising here, but feels like there's some tactical mistakes going on. What event have we got? Land dispute. We went for annoying the riders to make the landowners happy. We've got a couple of happy families, including the just founded sages. What free tech did we get? We got drama from that sages settle. This is a nice sages seat. We got triple marble, so we can get an extra civics from all those marble stonecutter specialists, and that will give us loads more science and more civics for building even more specialists. That's pretty good. I like to see that. We have, yeah, of course, the triple marble site is not the way Class went, so I don't know if he's even seen that, but he's certainly not in a position to go and settle that at the moment. Let's just check. Has Class seen that? Does not look like it. He sees there's a camp there. I guess he sees this marble is in his vision, but probably not these 2. He's not aware of quite how good a site that is. Oh, we've killed an Egyptian scout. Yikes. All right. Well, I mean, Egypt does have another scout, but yeah, that's just a kill. Looks like the Scythians Holy moly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. So Egypt is starting to realize how much of a problem they have now, I guess, with Persia already in position to challenge them for oh my, Mojo just yeah, does not know what's going on clearly. Okay. Yep. Alrighty, what have we got? So it's Persia's turn, we've got Rancher, we've got a settler. Yeah, we're up to 82 legitimacy. Whoa. We've got our third hunter's settle. That's crazy. I guess, it's fine. He can afford to tank that extra discontent from not enough family seats. 10-turn settler is a little bit painful. That might have been quite nice to pop down riders here just for the connection. Is these other cities already connected? Yeah. I think the riders here seems like it would have been better. I mean, I guess there's a double camp spot already, plus opportunities to expand, so I can see where you would. I think maybe a little bit greedy, especially given likelihood at this point. I would say that this game might be quite short. Shift parser. I don't know what shift parser means. Okay. Shift to moving military units rather than settlers, perhaps. If he had something else queued that he's just changed, it seems like the most logical thing to think. All right, how is Egypt going to react to Persia being here? We're going to try and kill a scout. Don't suppose we can. I'm not far off being able to kill a scout. 8 and 9. Yes, was one short. But no, we're just attacking the barbarian here. It's absolutely fine. We're going worker, trapper. So even though Egypt has seen that Persia is way up here and is stronger than them, they are not building any more military units. I'm not sure I love that. We definitely need at least one more military unit in Egypt, probably two, frankly, when you're facing a tactician, a besieger tactician, no less. Yeah, you can't afford to be, certainly can't afford to have less units, and no, you can't really afford to be even on units either. You need more units when you're facing a tactician advantage. Alright, we've seen some barbarians. We're not too worried about this. Of course, these barbarians are never going to raid, so Persia can ignore all of these people indefinitely and just continue charging straight into Mojo. And, there's only one more camp to clear, and then Persia is actually going to be attacking Mojo directly. So, yeah. Could be a short game. We're going Slinger, Worker, Settler. So we're only building one more Settler. Wonder if Persia will be content to not clear the Syrian camp. Of course, the tactician Slinger can hide in the woods. Unfortunately, the warrior can't. We're not at war with the Syrians. Egypt is, but Persia is not. We can afford to just chill by the Syrian side for a while if we want to. I'm not going to take any damage from those units. And yeah, it'd be real nice just to, especially. It's a shame we didn't get more free slingers rather than warriors, but yeah, we could certainly hide with the tactician on the edge of the forest here. Maybe I'd even keep the warriors a little bit further back and wait for Mojo to come in and try and take out the Syrian camp. Have a very nasty surprise waiting for him there. We went to slavery for our first law. Our economy is suddenly looking pretty healthy. We've got a small but reasonable positive income. No, we're not waiting. We're going straight in to kill the civilians. Not even worried about Mojo at all. Honestly, at this point, fair enough. Not going to hide the scout in the forest. Not sure why. If that's a bait. It is at least out of Mojo's vision range, so it's probably fairly safe. Looks like the second scout here is coming back to try and work out what's going on. But, oh, no, we are. Alright, so that's, I imagine, is probably dead. Yeah. I mean, at least one of these guys is stunned, right? Yikes. So, as far as Persia is concerned, yeah, we don't even need a force march to get over to the first unit here. Stun this guy, and We only have one force march. Oh, we can't quite kill a unit by the looks of it. Shame, but we can certainly stun one. Which means it's going to be a 3v1 fight. And yeah, brutal. Brutal. Thanks, Boulders, for joining us. Very exciting end game on the Quetzal versus Nesta stream. Yep, I think definitely recommend check out Boulders' game as well. And yeah, if indeed this game is over quickly, then just hop on over and continue the fun there. But yeah, I'd love to see. It's a little, yeah. So we're taking it. We're taking the attack. It's a bit of a shame that Persia actually declared war on the Scythians rather than waiting to see what he would do here. Oh my word! We're not even going to pile on and attack the people up here. We're just gonna stun. Yikes. GG, I guess, scientific. I mean, given that we're not even building any military units in Egypt, I just don't know what Mojo is thinking at this point. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm not quite sure what's happening here either, given that we don't. I mean, I guess we could just ignore this camp and settle the Scythian site directly, but we don't have enough settlers to settle both the sites. Oh no, we are going for another settler in Nishapur here. Sure. Boulders might have left too early. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure I'd be surrendering right now if I was Mojo, but yeah, it doesn't look great. Oh, wild. Wait, what? Hang on a minute. So Egypt has just put himself in flanking in a position where Persia can very easily flank this unit, take a pretty easy kill, and then stun another unit. Yeah, all right, fair enough. This is looking decidedly awful now. We're going for a slinger in Djet, so in 6 turns we'll probably have one military unit. Building an Odeon. Yeah, 1 HP away from finishing both of his troops, sure. Don't think it matters. This is fire. And really, please, Persia, come and finish off some of these units rather than messing around. The Scythians. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think he can quite take a kill now without risking losing a unit, thanks to these tactician generals. But yeah, it's bad enough, frankly. Can this slinger get out? I mean, he could force march. No, he's just going to throw away a warrior because that's. Oh no, of course he doesn't. He's not, because this guy can't attack. No, it's not. It's not looking better at all. Yeah, I don't really see. Mojo needs to cancel this ranch. Why are we building a rancher? Mojo needs to cancel both this rancher and this worker and build 3 military units. That's the only way he's surviving the situation, and even then, it's going to be touch and go. But yeah, 1 military unit is not going to cut it at this point. We had 8 years away from axes. That could be a way back into the game. If we can get axes, developing culture, maybe rush out a couple with civics, we'll have 7 turns developing culture and we're set. We can certainly rush out 1 axe in 8 turns. Yeah, all right. Taken steel. Good. This is good. I don't know what this worker's going to be doing. Maybe he'll just get upgraded immediately to a militia. But yes, steel is a good grab here. So we went military drill at some point. I missed that. Yeah, that was what Egypt was taking last. Class going for a speed record here. Hello, Solver. Welcome. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly going to be looking like it's going to be a quick game. Perhaps not quite a record, but certainly not a long game, I suspect. All right, we've switched to a slinger in. Yeah, I mean, it does hurt. I understand why you would be reluctant to switch away from a 2-turn worker to an 8-turn. Slinger Scythians are being. Oh, the Scythians killed his warrior. Oh, wild. I mean, yeah, that was definitely a bad move on Class's part to anger the Scythians just as he was going for an attack on the Egyptians. But that's what happens, I guess. Developing Capsule needs to rush out a Slinger and throw Scholar onto it. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Oh my. Okay, yeah. Persia's going for Spirit Will Intent. Yeah, we're going for a Slinger in the capital now. So we are building triple military now. Yeah, Class did get lucky to get the 2-3 warriors. I'm not sure it's insanely lucky. It's moderately lucky. It does happen quite often that you get warriors from camps. I mean, I don't know why I'm telling Scientific. Scientific, I'm sure, knows the event probabilities way more than I do, but it doesn't feel to me that insanely lucky. All right. Yeah. So Egypt currently has 0 military units. Just check that military score graph. Yes. 1 to 80. Because we can't go down to 0 apparently. That would be wrong. Scythian sticker kill as well. Yeah, I mean it would be 1 to 120 to be fair if the Scythians didn't get to heal. Noting Gujarat says Class. Why did I declare war on the Scythians? I'm an idiot. Hopefully is what that says. Let's have a look. See what Class is thinking. I wish I could rush a settler. Sure. You're afraid to push too much with damaged units. Well, this is the thing, I suppose. Like, Class probably can't take a city here. They're in 0 danger whatsoever. We can definitely clear the Scythian site. We can, yeah. I mean, there's no way Egypt at this production rate can get enough military to stop Class from settling the Scythian site now. But Class can't really harass too much without risking losing his units. So I think hanging back and clearing the Scythian site is probably the right call at this point. But yeah, if he had his 3rd unit, I think he'd probably feel safer to go ahead and harass Mojo a little bit more. Either try and take a city or kill a worker, pillage some improvements. Not that there are that many improvements to pillage at the moment. We up to the capital. What are you building in Egypt? We're building barracks and an Odeon. Okay. Yep. Killed some people. Finished pasture. Okay, so the order's definitely looking a lot better now. We're up to 17 orders coming in a turn. 17.8. And we're influencing as well and playing religion. Wow, look at that friendly religious head. Fantastic hunter opinion. Does need to get the statesman converted, but he has converted the head, so they should be converting real soon now. So Persia family opinion is absolutely fantastic. Egypt family opinion is pretty good too, to be fair. That's going quite nicely, despite the fact we don't have paganism yet, or in fact divination. We do have, of course, we started with labour force. It's been more of a civics issue. We have the choice to get slavery or freedom. I might. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got a mercenary chariot here. Looks like we got the opportunity to buy a chariot for 400 gold. Okay. Well, there's not a lot that chariot can do on its own, but it'll at least enough to stop Class from attacking any cities or taking any cities, and yeah, be a very good backup for the slingers when they do come out. So yeah, I don't think Mojo is out of this game yet at all. He is definitely at a severe disadvantage, but he's not done. We did spend civics, we went slavery. Okay, fine. We're not building any growth units at the moment, so I suppose freedom isn't immediately useful. Economy wasn't that bad, but yeah, I guess slavery does help a fair bit. Yeah, don't have that many improvements down yet, and of course we're building barracks now because we need to get units out faster. So I think slavery is a reasonable pickup here. We want to stand on the captivity set and finish with my ruler, therefore I need to spend an order to move my ruler to it. I thought a force march settler could seal it for me. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess, fair enough, play defensively. But Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Just explaining his micro there. We've got an ambition to control 4 shrines and an ambition to get 6 glories. We're probably not too worried about finishing them off immediately. The religion head loves us, so he could be doing intercessing if needed. We have a Persian scout checking what's going on in Persia. He can't see the chariot as yet. We'll see. Buy an order there. I think he might have just bought an order there to get into the forest. But yeah, we've got 17 orders coming in Egypt as well. Not bad order economy for both players. We did manage to pick up the resourceful cognomen. I think we've got a 1 health scout over here. It looks like the Egyptian scout didn't come back home. He's gone off into the yonder and is looking a little bit beaten up right now. What happened to that? Wow, okay. Alright, so the chariot has come and finished off this barbarian maraud. Okay, well at least he's not taking damage on his city every turn now, so that's certainly something. That is certainly something. What did we take? We've got a courage and a charisma on the princess. That's not bad. And we did not take any ambition. Alright, so yeah. We're on 1 of 3 clear tribal sites. If Class had taken that ambition, he would have finished it by now. He has cleared 3 sites. 4 sites? Yeah, he's cleared 4 sites. Class had cleared 4 sites. Mojo has cleared 1. Yeah, I suppose the question is what Mojo does next, really. He can't... Can he? Yeah. Interesting. Like, this chariot can't quite deal with both of these units, but with 1 slinger support, Class could lose both of his units there. That would be quite fun to see. See if it happens. Maybe. Yeah, and Mojo can actually do that before Class can settle, I think. Yeah, it's quite a long way for the settler to slog up. Slinger is coming out first. The slinger will need to slog down as well, but I think, and of course, what Mojo can see and whether he's feeling that bold. He can't see the city, so he has a scout nowhere near. So I imagine we're not going to see the chariot riding out and routing for all of the units, which would be a lot of fun. But yeah, it would be nice to see the scout back in territory here, keeping an eye on what's going on, because Egypt certainly can't spare the build queues to build another scout. He really needs to utilize the scout that he has. We've got the resourceful cogman now, less useful than it was to be doing harvesting, so I think just keeping an eye on your opponent would be a better choice. Waiting for statesmen to convert to paganism, yes, that should be happening soon. To be honest, we've got the family head has been pagan for a year or 2 now. We've got our second shrine up by the look of it. Yes, the shrine is that one, the money shrine, water shrine. Not great, of course, on our sand Dota map. Not a lot of water tiles around here, but sure. A silver mine and a nice hunter camp. Yeah, so Persia's getting workers out, getting his work economy online, starting to look pretty good. Mojo is stuck building slingers. We do, of course, have drama, so we have some music. Oh, whoa, no, wait, oh, no, what are you doing, Mojo? Oh my god, this feels, without scout, this feels way too dangerous. Oh. Oh. Critical hit. Oh yes, love to see it. Okay, fair enough. That was awesome. Nice work, Mojo. Beautiful, beautifully done. I mean, sure, you could not rely on that, but 21% chance, I guess, taking a risk. I guess he couldn't have, the leader couldn't have died because the 2 units couldn't have done fatal damage, I guess, unless they both got crits, and they couldn't have Zoplocked him because he's a chariot. So, yeah, I guess the chariot wasn't actually in that much danger unless Persia had a 3rd unit. Well, having said that, it was a tactician, of course, so the chariot is now only on 12 health. So maybe Persia could have killed it if the crit hadn't come off. Yeah, Persia would, with the procedure leader. Well, I guess, yeah, the chariot wouldn't be standing on the urban if he hadn't killed the slinger. I don't know. Still very risky, I think. I'm not sure I would like to done that myself, but took a chance, paid off. That guess when you said the game will end quickly meant you were trying to rush me. maybe. Nice to see indeed. All right. Developing coach to rush. Where are you? Yeah. Persia is actually a little behind in the coach game compared to Egypt. We're still 8 turns away from developing culture in Barca as opposed to 3 turns in Waset. Got a slight advantage there. And it is currently only 3 cities to 4, so it's not like Persia currently has a huge city advantage. We've got 3 settlers coming out, and only, well, at the moment we only have 1 site to settle. So, yeah, tables do seem to have rather turned from a stunning early game advantage for Class to somewhat equalised, honestly. I mean, I'd say Class still have the stronger position here, but yeah, not ridiculously so. Mojo can hold on to the city site. He does need to get a settler out soon to actually settle it. We are building a settlement set. Yeah, we've switched out the slinger. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate having these build queues here, but yeah, you do need to be reactive to the situation. Mojo really does need a settler. Wow, we're pushing further with the chariot. This is so bold. Yeah, hunting down a warrior. Not going to get him, but he's trying. Feeling wrathful, Mojo is, I suspect, at this point. I've still got a 1 house scout hanging out here. We've got the orders to move him. See where he goes. A couple of pleased family heads who could be doing some intercessions, plus the city without a governor. We did get a governor. We did get one of the builders in Waset by the look of it, which is really nice. Khufu, intolerant, not entirely ideal. But all right, great. The scout is coming home. Please don't get your last scout killed. Right, that's looking fairly safe. But yeah, scout down here definitely is absolutely what's needed. Yep, slinger's coming down as well. We're going to have another slinger in 2 years. We're getting horse supply in yet. Don't quite understand that. We don't have spoked wheel, do we? In Egypt? Let's just have a quick look. No, we don't have spoked wheel, and we're not taking it. Why are you building horse supply? Maybe Mojo thinks that he's going to get a horse resource on the map for that horse supply. Going to be a surprise for him if he does think that. That is not how that works. The only reason I could think why he might be doing that at this point. Alright, switch right to Egypt. Got 1 turn away from a settler in this frontline Hunter City. We're still only on 2 families. Putting a slinger out passer. So in such a turnaround, this is wild. So Egypt now actually has more units than Persia for at least a few more turns. And yeah, no slinger is coming out. So yeah, it looks like Egypt is actually going to maintain the unit lead for the foreseeable future, which is pretty cool. And yeah, Persia's going to have a whole load of settlers they just can't use. I do very much hope Egypt doesn't leave this city site unguarded. I would guess Mojo's thinking he wants to try and hold this city site down here. Might you even see that? Do you even know this city site here exists? Or is this the fog? Yeah, Mojo doesn't even know this city site down here exists, let alone that it's sitting empty. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, if yeah, this movement will be longer than it looks because Mojo has to bust fog. But if he can get down and get to the city site and protect it, that would be huge. Yeah, indeed, as Scientific says, Mojo can deny the camp settle. It'll be a huge tempo swing in Egypt's favour, very much so. Just a shame that we're wasting one of our city queues building horse supply we won't be able to do anything with. But Alright, we're coming back to this city site. I think that's fine. Not great. I mean, it means we're probably going to lose the city site. But yeah, Mojo didn't have vision. Bit too dangerous to dive off into the unknown, given that you know your opponent has a tactician leader. I don't think Persia... Yeah, Persia doesn't have the leader assigned anywhere at the moment, but the threat of it is scary enough. And of course, it could just be hiding in these woods somewhere. Egypt just doesn't know. There could be, in fact, a horde of slingers. Well, maybe not a horde, because Egypt knows that they're stronger than their class with 2 units. Wow. Looks like we've changed direction with the slinger. We're going off to settle a different camp. All right. So we're going to hold this Scythian city, like ex-Scythian city site, but this one's going to class. That is what it is. God, I love this game. So scientific. It's a good bit of fun, right? I'd imagine we're going to see a force march here to make sure we secure this city. That would be good. We've got a couple of courage on our prince. How is the prince looking? He is a 13-year-old gracious divine philosophy student. Pretty good, pretty good. There's the force march. It's happening. We're just seeing who we want to settle as clerics or riders. We're going riders. Yep. I think that makes a lot of sense. We're not playing a long religion-focused game. We want the extra orders. We want the extra scout. We want the extra training. All of the bonuses here are good. We are getting spoke will in 3 turns. If we go straight into a horseplay here, Persia actually will be able to build chariots. And that would be really useful. Now, the question becomes, can Egypt actually hold this city site? They're getting a settlement in 2 years. It's probably going to take another 2, maybe 3 years to actually get down here. Don't think Persia can get second military unit in position in time. So yes, they probably are going to hold that city. But yeah, what a wild start. Persia is up to 5 cities versus Egypt's 3, but Egypt is stronger and learned. So yeah, science rate 22 science in Persia as compared to 27 in Egypt. Not bad, not bad. We've got an exploration event up here, which has given us 6 legitimacy and war with the Gauls. Sure, does not hurt at all. 94 legitimacy, not too terrible at all. 19 orders. Check that against... we founded Judaism as well. Alright, we went for a double rancher in Persia, so they've got their religion up. We've got 18 orders and 96 legitimacy in Egypt, so pretty even in those terms. We get estates of free farms. Please don't take estates. Please don't take estates. I mean, I guess maybe. It might be alright. But I think the farms will probably be better. It's more food, which I guess he's okay for food. Maybe the estates for culture would be okay. We've got a couple more cities now, and we're about to get a 4th. But yeah, losing a lot of training in one of the very few cities where you've just built 2 barracks now. Alright, I take it back. We've just built 2 barracks in Wesel. We really don't want to be losing loads of training from estates. We are chopping. Why are we chopping wood? Just to use up orders? We have slingers who could be moving. We have a lot of useful orders here. Scout is back. It'd be nice to see that get healed. We did go for the farms rather than the estate. Okay, phew. That's good news. That is good news. Alright, great. So a nice bit of bit more food for Egypt. Didn't really need it, but certainly never hurts. At this stage in the game, food is starting to go up in value, so they'll be able to get some good mileage out of selling excess food here. And if we do, we still need to build loads of settlers. Maybe at some point we'll get around to building some chariots. Yeah, could be him. I have a crazy idea. We'll try to rush kill his chariot, hoping he doesn't have a settler in it. What? That is a crazy idea. You have 1 military unit. What are you going to try and kill the chariot with? You can't kill a chariot with a warrior. Oh, hang on. Oh, right, I see. He's moved his chariot. Oh my word, what's going on now? This game is intense. Yeah. So 1 turn away from the settler being ready, he's just given up that camp. Oh my word. If Egypt moves all his units back, he can kill the scouts, but get another lucky crit. We could maybe even one turn it with the chariot and a slinger. Yeah, I really hope Egypt doesn't leave this this scout line here. But again, the threat of a tactician. I think the fact that Class could have a tactician lead a slinger waiting to stun a unit here is strong force to consider here. All right, wild. We started the Yazil Kaya. First wonder of the game. Yazil Kaya is being built by Egypt. That is going to get their state religion cities plus 20% civics. Of course, they have founded Judaism. Haven't adopted it as a state religion yet, but they absolutely could. They have the civics for it. That's why we do it, to make Zion happy. Love it. What a lovely sentiment. Yeah, of course, Egypt doesn't even have eyes on the city. They didn't even know that this city site is no longer available. Oh, I really hope Egypt doesn't move all of their units over to this barbarian camp, and that they are, aren't they? They're moving their settler down and going to go, oh no, the seaside has been taken. Oh dear. Well, that's not great. I would really like to see Egypt claim the city site. No, we're just going straight for the barbarians. Okay, how soon can Persia get a settler there? Probably, maybe 3 turns with a force marching, maybe even 2 with a double force march. Okay, I'm not feeling good about this situation. Yeah, if Egypt just dawdles a settler down here and Persia rushes their settler, they could have settled the site before Egypt even knows that it's not free anymore. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, fine. Very surprised he didn't have a settler ready. Yes, he do it. Order city to military production. He did indeed. That absolutely was needed and the right call. So, you know, I guess it'd be nice to have a settler ready, but we can't always do that. We're not. Doesn't look like we're force marching the settler here. Interesting. I wonder if Mojo was watching and happened to see that scout. Because if Mojo saw that scout, then I think that's a good clue that they might be camping the city site. Yeah, can we? Yeah, force march next turn, and this city site is his. So I think actually there's no way to stop. No way to stop Persia from claiming the city site now, even if Mojo were to realise and start moving his units back. I think it is too late. Unbelievable, Mojo. I have to watch this game twice. Awesome. It's an interesting game. I mean, you've got to admit, they are providing entertainment, these players. Whatever else you can say about it. It's a good watch. So much back and forth. Alright. Yeah. Oh, Mojo, you are just not going to see this coming at all, eh? I mean, maybe we'll see a scout move out. That's got a little bit more health, but my money's on the scout staying where he is and healing. Because Mojo does not seem to be in a mindset to be thinking about what his opponent might be doing, even after what he already has done. Oh, one HP short of being able to route directly through this guy, but of course the slinger will help. So yeah, we're going to clear the camp. I mean, it'll be a backup prize. It does mean Class will have a border with Mojo, one site between his capital and the front line. So yeah, not good, not good. All right, tech-wise, what is happening tech-wise? We've got steel. Okay, we could be building some axemen. I guess after the rancher, we could start an axeman, maybe rush it out in a turn or two. Our civics production isn't great. We're building an apprentice officer. Doesn't feel like the right thing to be doing at the moment. I guess some science and training is good, but you really need military units and you need settlers. You need right now. And of course, Wasset can build a 4-turn settler or a 6-turn axeman, frankly. Well, we might be able to get a 6-turn axeman after this apprentice officer in jet as well. 8-turn settler, 8-turn axeman in jet. Alrighty. What tech are we going for? Yeah, we've got steel. We're going for divination next. Okay. Yeah, sure. But yeah. So yeah, Persia is going to be on 6 cities while Mojo is on 3, and yeah, starting to look a little bit one-sided at this point. We're going to see the rush. I'm sure there's absolutely no reason not to. He has the training and the orders to do it. This city site is getting settled this term. Only question is what it's going to be. I would guess riders is probably going to be a pretty good choice here. We've got some horses that we can grab in territory immediately. Going to leave the site empty for a bit and settle and harvest just to establish donments. Yeah, there goes the city. Mojo can see that. He knows that he's too late now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright. Alrighty. Mojo has got developing culture now, so he's up to 4 points, but still only 3 cities. So yeah, consolation prize, at least we're going to be clearing our second camp in time to get a settler on it. So, yeah. Yep. Alright, so what is happening now? What's the balance of power now? So we've got a warrior on the front line, we're building another one in 3 turns. We've got a slinger, the tactician, the leader is finally back on another unit. We've got a tactician leader coming. He could be on the front lines in what, 3 turns? Maybe 2 if we really... No, we're not going for the front line today. We're going to start clearing barb camps. I guess we do have these settlers that we need to do something with. Only 1 spare. Now Persia did manage to bag both of these camps. So yeah, we can just... We'll take quite a lot of damage from these barbarian attacks. We could probably clear this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we can clear 4 barbarian units with 1 tactician leader. But let's find out. Alright, we're currying this. We're going, oh no, I've made a mistake. And yeah, hopefully finishing off this tribal camp. Can't quite do it this turn, but we should be in a position to do it next turn. Just in time for the settler to get there. And we're somewhat lucky, frankly, that Persia does not have the ability to punish this too hard at the moment. That this settler is going to be unescorted. But yeah, not good, not good. Air education, so we have a choice for our Duke. We have as the daughter, we have, oh, a 19-year-old crippled schemer. Crippled is awful. I guess it could be worse. Blinded is a lot worse, so it's only going to affect the general trait. As a schemer, you don't necessarily want to be a general, so I guess that's not so bad. What is this? What is the settler doing? What are you doing, Mojo? What? I wonder if Mojo thinks that class has bypassed Hatra, settle Gordium, and therefore he can get his settler down to settle Hatra. But it seems more likely that he's just going to get killed. Oh my word. This is wild. What a wild game. We're double barracksing into chat. Hopefully it's an invite to kill your scout and settler. I mean, yeah. Damn. Yes. Alright. And maybe Mojo just doesn't care anymore. Maybe he's given up and is just doing it for the lols at this point. Good lord. I mean, I guess if I was Persia, I would have to see this as bait, right? I'd have to think the only reason you would expose your settler like this is to try and bait someone to attack it so that the backup army could come and squash. Seeing as Mojo is stronger, I wonder how Clash will process that. Such an interesting outcome. Caramba, I can't kill that Barb City site without a tactician leader. Oh, he's lost his tactician leader. Lordy. Right, what happened? They died, I guess. Yeah. that what happened? Yeah. Died in 30 turns. A little bit unfortunate. Alright, I guess we'll never know if he actually could have cleared that site with a tactician leader. I'm not sure he could have done it on his own, but he definitely can't without the leader. So, yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. We're on to Hero. Hero is going to be less useful, certainly. It's only a regent. The rightful heir is going to be taking over next turn. They're a philosophy student. So we might have another tactician back on the throne next turn, potentially. We'll see what archetype choice we get. Still busy working on the Yazil Kaya. Some Flatland Mines. Simon would approve. And we've got scouts. Possibly about to get killed by a skirmisher by the look of it. Yeah, that scout's looking very much in danger there. And what else we got? We got a settler. I suppose we're saving for this barb camp because there's nowhere else on the front lines to settle. Wild times. Alright, so Mojo, thanks to moving his settler the wrong way, no longer can settle this site next turn, even with a forced march. 5-5, you can at least clear this, right? Yeah, you can at least take the barbarians out. Alright, we've seen this site is settled. Okay, hopefully we'll be moving the settler back now. Because, yeah, we're not far away from having two warriors here, at least, even if the slinger isn't coming to join immediately. The Cods favour Egypt. Do they? Do they favour Egypt? I'm not sure. You know, they've been, I guess, a little bit lucky in some cases, but yeah, turn 30, we've not cleared 3 tribal sites. We've just cleared our second from 3 cities. Not looking great. We've nearly done the clear control 6 urban improvements ambition, which is great. Looks like we stalled out a bit after addable barracks. Hopefully we'll get a second barracks online, or first barracks online in Pukout, and finish that, or maybe even Snowdian somewhere would be fine as well. But we're landowner buying tiles at the moment. Looks like we're going for this goat. So yeah, I don't know if Mojo is tracking on this 6 urban improvements. Yeah, barracks and Pukout would be great to finish that off. And yeah, we need another tribal clear. What does Mojo has seen most of the map, I assume, at this point? Yeah, they've seen certainly all the camps they can clear that haven't been already settled by Persia. They've got a pretty good idea of the layout of the land. Building more military. We're going, yeah, quite a few more military units in Persia. Okay. But we are getting an axeman slinger in Egypt. I'd rather have seen a second axeman. Maybe we can't afford it. Can we afford 100 iron? No, perhaps not. We could sell some food. We absolutely could sell some food. Oh, wow. We just lost. Yeah. Okay, Persia lost their scout as expected. He left it unattended, and we have a Gaulish raid coming in as well. Has Egypt got any raids coming in? I guess not, because all of their nearby camps, the Scythian camp that would have been raiding Egypt at this point has already been cleared by class. So they've saved Egypt the trouble of some raid, which is certainly something. Rightful heir could be taking the throne. Do we have a... We do have a choice. We can be a judge or a builder. Probably not what class wants, particularly if he's going for a rush, but both very solid archetypes. Builder would be nice to get a load more workers and start building up the economy. We have a one-tile wildfire down in Kajura. It's fun. Fuck, my scout was killed. Yes, you left it with very little health out in the open. What did you expect? Yeah, that's what happened. We've taken the throne. We haven't chosen a archetype yet, but we are gracious and divine, which is pretty darn nice, frankly. We've got a 3-4 charisma there. We could boost that up a bit more. No, we can't over the archetypes give... No, actually, a judge. Judge would make that a 6 charisma leader. We won't builder. Okay, that's fine. Builder's good. yeah, I'd like to see, given that we've gone builder, I'd like to see some more workers coming out. We ought to be able to build some real quick workers out of Parser now, I would imagine. Yep, one-turn worker out of Parser. That would be fantastic. Starter absolutely killing the economy. Looks like we've done our 4 shrine ambition already. We need to get 6 quarries down. We don't have stone cutting. Bit unfortunate, but we should be able to grab it next turn, or at least start researching it next turn, so not too bad. That was a general. We're going for a commander on the slinger here. Alright, Egypt has a choice of food boost, which they don't need, free settler, which they really don't need, police or admin, or I guess they can redraw. They've got a huge amount in their redraw pile. I think I would be tempted to fish for, I don't know what I'd be tempted to fish for at this point. Navigation seems like the default choice, but I guess they've got enough orders and not really enough units. We get a free unit? No, we can get foreign fighters, which is some training in jet. That would be pretty good. Did we go for it? We did go for it. Fantastic. 19 training to jet. 5 turn axemen now. If we were building them, which we're not. Alright. Yeah. So we've cleared the site. We've got some damaged units. We could be coming off to clear another site now. But we did force march our settler. Oh no, maybe we didn't even need to. Maybe we just had the movement to get up there anyway. So let's see what we're going for. We've got landowners, riders, sages. We're going for riders. Sure. Okay. We can maybe expand out to the elephants. And yeah, I guess the site doesn't particularly scream landowners or sages. So riders is fine. We get the immediate connection. Which we're not far off having a connection anyway, thanks to the rivers, but yeah, we would need a couple of roads. Looks like slingers are migrating back down towards Persia here, which feels a little bit confrontational given our power level, but I guess we're still seeing that class is weaker than us and we're about to get another slinger, so maybe Mojo is feeling confrontational. He certainly has a lot quicker resupply lines to start an offensive here. So we'll see if Persia can actually hold on here. With only 2 warriors on the front line, if Persia's concentrating on clearing this barb camp, maybe there is an opportunity for Egypt to at least harass Persia down here. I don't know that I fancy their odds of taking the city particularly, but maybe they can make something happen. It'd certainly be an annoyance. Alright, we've got study event, Rising Star, 20 XP for that 1 tile wildfire. Not bad at all for the new ruler, especially if that will give him an immediate level up. See what level up event we could get. But yeah, Gracious Divine 19-year-old builder is certainly not a bad position to be in here. 4424 in the stats. Yep, we get the upgrade. The trait. Not sure I love any of those traits. We went for Righteous. I guess that is at least a decent amount of happiness in all the cities. So getting that fairly early is pretty good. We'll save a few discontent levels here and there, I would imagine, over the course of the game. It's like the settler is migrating backwards. I guess he came out of this city. I thought it was Linkatura actually, but maybe not. No, it's so many cities, I can't keep track of them all. 6 cities to 4 now. But we're equalised in strength and in tech level now, thanks to this extra warrior out of Hatra. And we have 37 science a turn coming in now compared to Mojo's 37. We are exactly equalised on the tech rate. Alright. Orders 18 to 17. Setting in the woods. Can we get a couple more science? I think Katura would be nice. Did we take it? No, we took free court scholar, which is also another couple of science, to be fair, plus some other stuff. For 1.3 civic turn. Alright, well, that seems a reasonably good deal, at least while that courtier stays alive anyway, but seems fine. What else can we take a look at? What's going on here? So we got the event here that's done this worker because they cut down some ascetic trees and got a courtier out of it. Taking a heal on this commander slinger. Not rushing too fast. What's happened to the warrior? It looks like the warrior they just built in Hatra is actually heading backwards. So it looks like Persia is not very much not expecting an attack in Gordium. So that I'd say there is a chance for Persia to be able to do some nice harassing if they move all their units back. We do have a 4-turn settler coming out for a set, so I suppose it probably makes more sense for Egypt to be settling at this point. Not least because they have an ambition to clear 3 durable sites, which would complete they clear out these barbarians. But that does not look like what they're doing. They are coming back to have fun with Persia by the looks of it. Persia does not see this at all, so they are not tracking on the Egyptians here. They have a scout in the area. They could be moving up. If they do, we have started a new ambition, establishes 8 relation. That's beautiful because they can do that this turn for an immediate 10 legitimacy boost, which will be beautiful. I'd like to see that happen. We've still got 6 quarries. We're getting stone cutting next turn. That's a legacy, but it seems like quite a durable legacy, especially with a builder on the throne. We'll be able to pump out some workers pretty quickly to sort that out. We have a road network pinged here. All right, we're working on some roads. Connect up to the front line, so that makes quite a lot of sense. We will need to be able to reinforce this quickly, especially when we're moving. Oh, we have an engineer warrior here. Beautiful, really nice. Yeah, engineer building some roads. So all of Persia's troops are heading away from the front line now. All right, Egypt does actually have a chance to make something happen here. We now have 3 slingers and a chariot in the area. An axeman is 5 turns away, which is probably too long to be really helpful. But yeah, I wonder if we can snipe a worker here. With a force march from the slinger, surely we can. We have the training to do it. So yeah, if we're going in with chariot. Right, it'll be interesting to see if Clash reacts and does something about this. Can of course cancel the worker build and move away. He has cancelled the worker build. Yeah, he is going to move away. Oh, but not quite close enough. Not quite quick enough. Took the kill with the slinger. Nice. All right, great. So we've killed a Persian worker and we're forcing the Persian military to turn all the way around, come back again and deal with this threat. Lovely bit of harass. I mean, that's worked. That's pulled off. I think I would like to see Egypt themselves just turn around and go and clear a site now because, yeah, they need another site. They need to settle this camp. I thought you'd be killing barbs. Hell, we all did. Well, there's some value in doing unexpected things, I suppose. Perhaps that's Mojo's motto here. If my opponent can't predict what I'm doing, then they can't stop me. Except by accident or happenstance. Alright, we're going for a 7-turn phalanx. I should better clear barbs, yes. We should. We're going for a 7-turn phalanx rather than navigation, monasticism, or portcullis. I don't know about that. What are we thinking here? We've got a rhetoric ping. We've already got aristocracy labour force. I mean, that looks like a 4-law timing to me, but he doesn't have a 4-law ping, so why not navigation? Not sure. Right, let's see what Persia is doing. We've got some pings. No, we just see the units. We did complete the state religion, so that's beautiful. We wanted to do that anyway, especially with the Yatlkaya coming up. That's That's really nice to see. We're not really taking much advantage of the build at the moment. I don't see any more workers coming out. Maybe we did just one turn and another worker out here. Actually, yeah, it looks like we did. Just did it so quickly we've moved on to something else. Realistically, I don't think there was any way for Persia to hold Gordium anyway with chariot on the board. I mean, they've not lost Gordium yet. They've very much not lost Gordium yet. What can these units do if we take a look here? Chariot is 3 damage, Slinger's 2. We can do 7 damage a turn with these units. Say this Slinger's another 2, that's 9. So even with all 3 units fighting unopposed, it will take 3 turns to take the city down. And maybe? Yeah? I mean, especially given the fact that Persia is not in the area at all. But Persia only needs to force march 1 unit back to make that a lot trickier. Hard decision. Do I need to defend or settle? Hard to pick. Yeah. Well, I guess that's Mojo's choice as well. Do I aggress or settle? Persia's quite a long way from clearing a camp here. Not started at all. They've got raiders coming in as well. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what happens. There's been no movement back for Persia. Looks like Persia's continuing to move away from Gordium. They're not scared. Should they be? Should they be scared? I think they should, honestly. Egypt can see there's no reinforcements here. I assume they're going in. Yeah, looks like it. That's asking why Egypt didn't pick a wonder. I guess Egypt has been building barracks and other urban improvements. I like to try new things. Sure. All right. Well, yeah. Maybe Gordium is going down. Honestly, like Persia absolutely needs to get warriors back now. Oh, and of course, the warrior that was coming out of Gordium, which is now switched to repair. So, yeah, are they just gonna accept Gordium being lost? Surely not. I don't know. Interesting. What a turnaround. We thought this was going to be an absolute slam dunk for Class, especially when he just stormed in and got all the way up to Pergypt's. Up to Pergypt? I'm started losing the ability to speak here. Especially when Persia stormed all the way into Egypt's home territory and started clearing camps up there. But it looks like it's not over yet. Mojo is going to make a strong go of taking this. If they can take the city of Persia, Persia will be down to 5 cities and Egypt will be up to 5. They will have equalised, and that will be something to see. Yeah. And again, Persia is dealing with raiders here, which Egypt does not have to, because Persia nicely cleared the Syrian camp for them, which is the only one in range of raiding. We could march a warrior back here and do 5 damage to this chariot. It's a little bit unfortunate this chariot is standing on the urban. I guess that city is failing. Nothing I can do about it. Neither I care that much. Wow, so we're just going to let the city fall. This has actually worked out quite well for Mojo. It's wild. I mean, Mojo is going to take the penalty for the city being the wrong nation, you know, like the assimilation penalty. But nice to see Class having a mildly rough game for once as Scientific. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I call this mildly rough, but it's not going completely one-sidedly, certainly. It did look like it was going to be. So yeah, it's a cool game. I'm not sure why. I think if we're going to let Gordium fall, why are we still building a warrior here? We know it's never going to complete. We might as well just go permanent council. Either permanent council to get some yield, or permanent repair just to slow down Egypt a bit more. Slow down their clearing of their next site even more. I think that would be better than the marginal yield you might get from a council. But yeah, there's no point building a warrior. Certainly, if you don't even cancel it before the city falls, you're losing the 50 iron and the training that you're investing in building that warrior. So yeah, don't love that. Class is thinking about starting another wonder. They have a reasonable amount of stone, huge amount of food, 113 food a turn, which they can sell for 265 per 100 food. So they should be in a good position to start another wonder. One player's taking phalanx while the other is building axes, so that's a very good point as well. We're going for navigation in Egypt. We did switch to repair damage in Gordium, yep, so we are going to have to slow them down a little bit. But we're getting another slinger down this turn, presumably to add another 2 damage. So it looks like Egypt is taking Gordium. I mean, and then at that point, do they take Hatra as well? I mean, Persia needs to start defending this at some point, surely. Alright, new strat. New strat. Let your opponent rush all the way to your side of the map and settle, and then just, take it from them when they fail to defend it. I guess that's certainly a way to do it. I'd really like to see this chariot moving off the urban. There's no reason for this chariot to be sitting on the urban. It would be much better sitting well away from the urban, so A, if any defenders come to poke at the chariot, they can't just stand on the urban outside the city to poke it, and B, I guess Class no longer has a besieger leader. Class started with a besieger leader, but yeah, alright, fair enough. He's not getting any bonus attacking to the urban now, so that is not an issue anymore. Alright, we've got a reasonable amount of scouting now with the Persian scout. We're dipping in, seeing this worker, and that no more reinforcements are coming. So nice. Revenge kill from the Scythians on Persia was delightful. I have to agree, yes. There's a little bit of hubris perhaps on Class's part, thinking he could take on all comers. Alright, we've got a few events. We're getting attacked, I guess, of course, that's in Gordium, but we're also getting attacked by a Marauder. We've got, some free stat on the king, that's nice. The king is kind of wild now, right? 44, he's not taking the stat yet. We've got a Cognon, the ambitious, a bit more legitimacy, just for a courtier, a couple of courtiers by the look of it, plus a specialist, 2. But yeah, we are now 5424 stat on the leader, which is wild, especially for a 23-year-old. Way better stats than Mojo's 53-year-old scholar leader. So I'd say Persia's had quite a lot of luck with characters this game. Maybe a builder is not what he wanted for this stage of the game, but actually if he's not going to be taking the attack to Mojo and is just going to be clearing and econing up, then I'd say a builder's pretty good for that. We're building a 9-turn warrior as opposed to a 4-turn worker. Do we have anywhere that actually had decent training production in Persia? Like the capital can do a 5-year slinger. Yeah. Like we've only really got base production. Of course, we don't have military drill yet. We do have trapping, which we started with. We've got spoked wheels, who maybe be doing chariots. No pyramids. What's your plan now? Love it. They're just having a little chit chat, deciding what they're doing. Fishing for each other's strategies. Oh, we got 310 stone. 120 turn rush with expos. Oh, good lord, no. Crazy. With expos, no less. Well, I mean, that's clearly a joke, I would imagine. Alright, what have we got going on here? We are roading. So we're still busy roading. We're very slowly roading. These warriors are not in a rush to get back to help clear this site. My plan is to conceal on turn 120. Wild. Okay. We have switched to Council in Gordium. Or maybe that's just because nothing's been chosen yet. We're still doing 9 damage a turn, so we can't quite get it this turn, but we ought to be able to get it next turn, especially with this Axeman coming out. Rebel phase, we could get a Zealot Heir, not terrible. 24 training a turn wouldn't hurt. Another Axeman coming out. Right, Egypt's going to have a really strong military. Honestly, with this level of military investment, I don't see why Egypt wouldn't at least try and take Hatra. I mean, they know it's there, they know it's not defended. Like, if you put 3 Axemen and a couple of slingers around this site, what is Persia going to do about it? With, what, a couple of warriors? Even with another warrior and a slinger, they would be severely outgunned. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what Egypt's going to be doing this set. I mean, it might make more sense for Egypt to turn around and clear a camp, but on the other hand, if they can take Hatra, Yeah, you know, why wouldn't you? Deny your opponent a city while getting another city while not having to build a settler. Of course, Persia does have the road now, so if Egypt does push in on Hatra, then Persia will have a much easier time defending it than they did Gordium. But, you know, it's relative. They'll have an easier time. I'm not sure with a couple of axemen on the field, it'll be very easy. Okay. We're on 6 quarries. We started on our quarries. We've got 2 out of 6 of the quarries we need for our ambition. We have 3 units here. Presumably we need to stop clearing to go, well, not even start, but not start clearing because we need to deal with the raiders now. Building some very slow warriors. We haven't started any chariots yet, have we? Presumably one of the riders could be doing chariot with an import. Doesn't look like we've got any horses in territory. No, there's an unimproved horse imparser. So we could be pasteurizing these horses and getting a chariot going. But we have not. And let's just double check we don't have horses anywhere. No, we don't have access to horses anywhere. We started the ziggurat. We're going for a wonder spam, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Another 26 a year. And improvement cost down. Interesting spot to build it in. Thought that would have been a better quarry space. Put it in the wrong city. Interesting. Why are you worried about what city in? Is that for the culture, or is because there a family opinion preference for wonders? Someone likes wonders, right? It's probably landowners, isn't it? I don't know. Scientific, tell us. What was he thinking? Round 3 begins in the New World Division. Oh my word. IRITK. We're, yeah. So many games going on at the moment. It's exciting times. Building Egypt style. What about Zig? I want Fountainhead, get this further down. Okay. We apparently don't care about the raiders. We're just going to go and clear this site anyway. I mean, I guess that's fine, right? If we can clear this site and then settle it next turn. That probably is better than caring about these people too much. Yep, no, that's good prioritization, I would say. Gordium is still not down yet, but yeah, it's going down for sure. Have a little bit of stat upgrade for the second in line. Still got our crippled schema daughter as the first in line. And the first axeman is on the board. We're still only similar strength. Surprising. That was optimistically heading out to a full barbarian site. I suppose if you got the orders, you might as well move him somewhere where he might one day be useful. We have started capturing Gordium with the axeman. Asserting dominance, love it. We have a tactician warrior and Hatra. Looks like, yeah, this is road building guy, right? No? Not sure what happened to him. Maybe he died. But anyway, there is a warrior with a tactician general sitting here. 7, 8. Oof. I mean, in the forest, it would still probably take all Egypt's units to kill that warrior, but not mean they can't do it. And yeah, could route through that warrior and start attacking Hatra. Yeah, and really need another. Oh, we changed away from the axeman. No, hang on a minute. Yeah, we switched away from a 3-turn axeman to building the acolyte. I'd love to see that second axeman coming down here would really be able to exert some pressure on Persia. I think 1 is not going to be enough. 3 slingers and a chariot, I mean, it's, you know, unit supremacy, but it's not overwhelming force, kill in 1 turn. Alright, fair enough. Well, at least taking Gordium is good, for sure.
So it's going to be 5 versus 5 once Gordian finishes, although of course we're going to settle a city in Persia next turn. So we're back to 5v6. So Persia's going to keep the city advantage. Alright. We've lost a city, but we don't care. Got a dead guy and the scholars become power hungry. Ambition to complete an opulent project, rough, don't want that, or just some negative hunter opinion. Marry someone extravagant, no great options there. Righteous governor is always reasonably good. We chose to marry and take a -1 charisma and disappoint the princess consort. Okay. Alright, so we're going to settle this camp turn on Sims. Taking a general assignment. Yep. So we are coming back to defend Hatra. Second warrior here, a third warrior coming from 3 turns. Yeah, alright. I don't think Egypt can take the city now, or at least not easily. They've definitely got a fight on their hands. They want to try it. They might not, of course. We have cleared the camp here. We are settling Second Statesman City. Okay, another order. 25 orders a turn we're on now. 25 orders a turn and 44 science as compared to Egypt's 37 science and 15 orders a turn. Alright, so we're falling quite far behind certainly in orders and a little bit in science in Egypt now. This city advantage starting to show. Yeah, we've got double wonders coming down for Persia as well. So that's another nice advantage for Persia here. How are we doing? We've been streaming for nearly 2 hours now. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the stats, shall we? Egypt has a second law they can take. I'm a little bit interested to see what happens here, but what have they just discovered? They discovered navigation, right? Okay. All right, let's have a look at the record screens. We have Egypt is a fair bit richer. There's way more population, 1 more specialist, 8 workers to 3. That's rough. Egypt has actually produced more military units. Persia's lost more. Wild. But killed more as well. Yeah, 5 camps cleared to 2. That is huge disparity there. 2 laws adopted, 7 techs to Mojo. Mojo actually has the tech advantage in terms of adoptions. A longer lived leader, although class has managed to luck into a better leader anyway. 3 courtiers. That's nice. And 24 improvements. So class only had a very slight improvement advantage at the moment, with 8 workers built to 3. That I suspect is not going to last very long. Huge amount more worker turns for Persia. They are building 2 wonders, or have built 1 wonder and are building a second. Yeah, growth, civics. Egypt is actually up on training thanks to all their barracks investment. Hugely more culture in Persia. Egypt is kind of barbarians, despite having got a developing city quite quickly. Yeah, science we already looked at. Egypt starting to fall behind after having been ahead for most of the game. Still has a invested advantage of over 100. Orders we've looked at, it's looking good for Persia. That's good for Egypt. They've definitely pulled away a bit. Food, iron, yeah. Stone's alright on Egypt. That's not too bad, but otherwise it's looking pretty good for Persia. Mill score, yeah, we're jumping up a bit with that Axeman recently, but it's still pretty close. Huge benefit for Persia's territory owned. Legitimacy is very close, 106 to 110. Of course, Persia did have the ruler change, so on that metric, they're actually doing pretty well. Yeah. Egypt stealing the Zoro holy seat would be hilarious. Is Zoroastrianism being founded? It has been founded in Hatra. Wow. And not very happy either. Yeah. When was that founded? I missed that. 37, a couple of years ago.
Okay, Egypt is moving in. A shrine has been pillaged. What do we attack here? I guess we attack that warrior for 1 HP and it's just auto healed. General. Yeah, it's kind of daring Persia to come and attack him at this point, perhaps holding his good units in reserve, the Axeman and the Chariot, which is quite fun. See if Persia fancies taking the bait. We do have a scout here, so we could come over and see that they've got some strong units. We've got the disciple coming and chopping the forest down. That's fun. I mean, I'm not sure that necessarily favours Persia at the moment, given that they have no ranged units in the field and Egypt does, so I'd have thought more forest is probably better for Egypt at the moment. But it's still fun to see. Can we kill a unit? Yeah, we need more melee units. These slingers are just, not doing anything against these warriors in the forest. One more axeman would be able to start popping these guys pretty efficiently. Although a crit from the chariot, doing 8 to 9 damage with a 31% crit chance now. Yeah, we got a crit. Be fantastic. Pretty sure we don't have show pending crits on. No, we do not. So it's always going to be a gamble. But at 31%, maybe worth taking. I don't know. With only 2 units, you're probably safe from getting one shot. But on the other hand, don't know what's popping out coming up the road. Yeah, we're getting pillaged here, which is not ideal. We're still dealing with barbarians for the majority of our units. We are double building the Zig here. All right, what is Egypt going to do? Are we going to force the issue, or are we going to let Persia come? Don't think we can kill a unit here. 7. Ooh, 16. Yes, we can kill a unit here. We're going to have to take some pretty inefficient slinger attacks and withstand a couple of tactician counterattacks. It's going to be ideal. 4 and 4. Not too bad though. We can definitely wipe warrior off the board. Which, I think I would probably do. I don't know. It does mean leaving Gordium empty. Oof. Okay. Interesting. What? Hang on a minute. Wait. You've not left space for your chariot here. What are you doing now? Okay. All right, daring Persia to stay in the field and going to clean up where we're out afterwards. Maybe that's the plan. I would have rather taken a kill if I could, but I guess he does want to finish capturing Gordium. Have we got any reinforcements coming? No, we really need some Egyptian reinforcements here. Seal the deal on this fight. Looking a little bit sketchy otherwise, I would say. Maybe when another warrior comes out next turn, we could start taking kills on Egypt if both of these units survive. I think for this turn, we've got to back at least the injured tactician off. And probably the commander behind the city. Yeah, I think we want to stay in the forest, though. Not sure what the right call here is. What else is happening? Still dealing with these rebels coming and pillaging everything. Not rebels, sorry, raiders. So yeah, there is. While it's nice to get the city camp cleared and the city settled, you don't really want to be letting the raiders just run roughshod over everything, pillaging all your stuff. We see a bit of scout movement from Egypt on Persia's turn. All right, this could be a interesting turn to see what happens. We are moving back and healing. Yeah, I think that is the right move. Is this commander leader safe here? 13 damage. No, we could route through the commander here. I think. Hang on a minute. No, we need the axe. 5 and 8 is 13. Yeah, I don't think we've got it. 18, unless this guy can do 2, which I don't think from range. I think Mojo's 1 HP off killing the warrior.
sad. Okay. But we did lose a worker already to being sniped, and we've just upgraded another one to into a militia. So Mojo is at least successfully causing Persia to lose worker ability. Although of course, as a builder, they can absolutely afford to do that. That's not a big problem. And of course, we mustn't forget that Persia is still clearing camps and dealing with internal threats while also fighting off this attack here. Whereas this is all Mojo is doing. Yeah, I don't think Mojo quite has the Commander Warrior kill here, unfortunately. Unless we get a crit, which is always possible, we could roll the dice on a crit. We could, of course, route through the World Militia. Take a decent swing on the... Oh, wow, we're going in. No, all right, well, let's see. Mojo maybe thinks he has it. I'm not sure that he does. We need 4 more damage. Yeah, no, we don't have it. We don't have it. What are we doing here? We're not killing, that's for sure. We've got another warrior popping out next turn. This is starting to look a little bit dangerous, hopefully. We're just going to have 4 units next turn to play with versus Egypt's 5. But hey, battle. Sure, why not? I don't think this is going well for Egypt. What can they do? They can probably wipe out this axe, to be honest. Might have to force march to get around it. Yeah, taking out the axe. Quite an equalizer. Can't kill... Probably anything else? Maybe a slinger, but yeah, taking out the axe seems better. I don't think they can take out the chariot. But yeah, 7 damage from a warrior to an axeman is brutal. That's a bit of courage on the general commander bonus. Fierce. Alright. Well, that's what Egypt's got. Is anything else happening in Egypt? Worthy of note, we've got 5 orders left. Started a quarry by look at the marble quarry. We did get our 6 urban buildings. We're starting another one now, a garrison for some more orders. Good. Yeah, another couple of garrisons coming up. And we took serfdom as well. Great. So that massively helping our order economy. So the immediate 5 order boost from serfdom plus another one from the 2 garrisons. It's good. But yeah, alright. Let's see what happens now. Oh, we're getting a free unit. No, we're just getting a religious unit and maybe some free training. Jewish council ambition, perhaps, if we want it. Let's see what Persia does. So yeah, if we take the commander warrior attack on the axe, no, we're not doing that. We're playing it safe. Okay, I mean that's fine. You mean we would have needed a couple of marches? I guess we don't have the training for it. Mojo needs to make use of flanking to avoid the 1 damage poke. Yes, bit of flanking would certainly be nice as well. Can we? Oh, this warrior looks like he's in trouble, mind you. Yeah, absolutely kill this warrior next if we want to. As he moves. Oh, whoa, we could upgrade to a spearman. That's quite fun. I'd like to see an upgrade into a spearman hit. Oh no, we're just going to force march to militia and take the axe out with a slinger. I guess we got up the slinger from the back line. Yeah, alright, I think the Mojo stack done here needs to back off. You're not getting it right here against all of this units. We're building an 8-turn spearman. Yeah, I guess it would have been nice if we could have upgraded the spearman and dropped the chariot in, but I think we did need to kill the axe first. That's fair. And yeah, Mojo really does need to back off now. We don't have any reinforcements coming, which feels not ideal when you're launching an attack into your opponent with only 4 guys. But yeah, all right. So we're going to have to eat the loss of the Axeman. I wonder if we can even save. Have to force march if we want to get into Singe, I think. So Persia might even pursue and take another slinger kill here. Alright, tech-wise, we're going for a one-turn border boost. We've just built a garrison, picked up a couple more units and a worker, 150 training. Going for aristocracy in Egypt, one turn away. We've got an event where we can get culture or family opinion. Oh, the landowners do not like us very much. That's not ideal. Let's come back here a minute and check what's happening with the landowner opinion. Fewer cities. Envy. Oh, wild, yeah. Good. We've got 3 rider cities and only 1 landowner city. So yeah, they're unhappy chappies over here. Right, we are retreating. Good. Managed to heal this guy, so it's probably safe. Chin is maybe a little bit in danger. To attack into that. So yeah, I imagine Persia's probably not pursuing that. Mojo's going to limp home. So yeah, good play on Gordium, not so good going for Hatra. If he'd done it a little bit more speedily and maybe got a couple more axemen to back it up, then perhaps that could have happened, but not ideal. Olga says he can complete border boost, lose to Mojo and help Mojo join his borders. Yes, I know the city isn't border now. Yes, border boost, just to give it to your opponent, would be fun. Alright, but we have grabbed that and cycled straight into monasticism. So that's quite nice for Persia. Gonna make an attack from Egypt even harder now if we can get some rider units in this territory to make use of the family territory strength bonus. We really do need to deal with these raiders who are absolutely ruling all over the territory. I think, yeah, Persia needs to sit back and chill at the front line and start dealing with these raiders. We've got another slinger coming out, and yeah, we've got a few more units coming out. So yeah, I think we're looking in a pretty good position here. We can defend any immediate Egyptian aggression. Don't need to worry too much about that. And looks like we're still moving more units towards the front line. I wonder if Persia is even thinking of aggressing, or if they're just worried about Egypt coming back in for another poke. Which, yeah, fair, but probably fine. We've got more raiders coming, or these just barbarians? No, we do have a couple more raiders coming from the Gauls. So yeah, that is one advantage that Egypt has. They've not had to deal with any raiders at all this game, whereas Persia are now on their second set of raiders, and they have actually lost quite a bit of econ to all this pillaging. 3 improvements pillaged now. 50, 70 gold a turn from these, plus 4 growth and 20 food. That's a fair bit they're losing. I mean, to be fair, they're quite rich. They're not missing it that much. But there is an apprentice acolyte on this shrine as well. So we're also missing 2 science and 2 culture from this one being pillaged, which is great. So we're healing up the warrior in Comanche, and we just haven't really done anything with these guys. We're happy to leave them here. I think that's probably fine. I think they're pretty safe in this forest here. Unit break after your turn, says Mojo. Sure. Doki. Judge to Nishper's class. And we can judge ourselves some. What are we judge rushing? Who do you want to judge in Nishper? Eloquent. Eloquent judge is presumably the one they're thinking of, possibly the righteous judge. Loads of civics. I suppose it's the statesman seat. Maybe we're going to think about doing some decrees. We are a little bit short on orders. And with 8 workers building, cutting down our order income considerably. We are doing pretty well for orders overall, though. All right, so timer is paused. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. Ambition-wise, we've done 2 ambitions out of 10 in Persia. We have controlled 4 shrines. We have established state religion. That was a nice pickup for them. We've got an established legalism for a world religion, which is going to make Judaism happy. That would be quite nice to do. We don't actually have any Jewish families. We've got 2 pagan families and 1 with no religion at the moment. But yeah, Jewish opinion wouldn't hurt if we can get. Oh wow, their head did not like us. So there's not even really any. Yes, the Persian pagan. Jewish head is reasonably happy. If we get an influence on the Jewish head, we could get them to start converting people. Yeah, maybe he's happy just having people being pagan at the moment. But anyway, establish legalism. So that is a tier 1 theology. So that would just cost 200 civics. Absolutely doable. And a disciple, of course. Not a huge amount of benefit at the moment. You get a little bit of less maintenance costs, being up to a whole 7 money a turn, which is very much a drop in the ocean. And then your monasteries start getting you +2 civics as well. We are getting monasticism in 9 turns, so that potentially could see some benefit. And it is, I mean, it's only 200 civics. I mean, the bigger cost is probably a disciple. I think we've got some pretty decent growth cities at the moment. I suppose the question is maybe more which cities are Jewish. Where can we build a Jewish disciple? Either of these Jewish cities that have a state religion, they're both hunters. So yeah, we've got 21 growth here. We could build a Jewish disciple in 3 years. In fact, we do have one queued up after this slinger. Not another one. That's a 4-turn one there. So yeah, we might be thinking about establishing legalism for a quick ambition finish. Yeah, you won't get a huge amount of benefit from it directly, but it is another ambition. Right, Egypt really needs to go and clear another site now. We can't stay. I mean, even on 5 cities, it's a little bit better than we were, but we can't stay this. And of course, we have a border now, so Egypt does need to think about defending Gordium. We can't just leave this completely undefended. We have no roads or infrastructure coming down here. So if we move away, it's not going to be fast to move back again. So I suspect probably the play is to leave the slingers here, a couple of them, and the chariot can come up and clear with the axe that's just getting built out of jet. Probably a chariot and an axe can clear a site reasonably efficiently, I guess, with the warrior from Tijena as well, which maybe could get upgraded into an axe. That seems good. I would like to see the chariot come back to help with clearing. Alrighty, we can have a marriage for our son, magic practitioner, or we can make our first in line happy with us. 5% chance to become cursed. Looks like a reasonable gamble. More still working on our garrisons for our 0.7 orders. Don't have a garrison orders. We're very much focused on orders of military production at the moment, and yeah, getting some science from our specialists. That's not too bad, I suppose. We're on 41 science a turn. Obviously, we're lagging Persia in orders, but we're doing okay. 41 science turners compared to 47 is not too bad either. Okay, we've seen a Persian scout. Persia has left that exposed. That seems like a little bit of asking for trouble. I wonder if they'll move that. They're tracking on it at all. Oh, we have a developing culture event where we can get either carved ivory or a camp. Probably camp would be really good, especially as it's a hunter city. So an order as soon as you put an elephant on that camp. Be nice. We did. No, we went for the carved ivory. Okay, interesting. Ah, that's a lovely ziggurat event. Yeah, of course we can get the extra science there if we want it. Ambitions. We're expecting these events faster than I can keep up with them. We did go for the wisdom shrines. We're going for extra culture and science. Excuse me. We finished the ziggurat, and we've got 2 legitimacy from the keystone cognomen for finishing wonders as well. All right, so we've got a carved ivory luxury. I wonder if we're going to do anything with that. what would be the sensible thing to do with that luxury? None of the families desperately need it. Perhaps put it in Parser to speed up a strong culture. I need 4 laws, says Glass. To his note, he had 2 laws at the moment. Masters and will give him his 3rd, but yeah, it's still quite a long way away from 4 lords, as I believe both players are. We're going to just cycle out. It's good. And another one. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, getting set up ready for masters and start building monasteries, I would imagine, and probably enacting legalism as well. Don't see why you wouldn't. You've got loads of civics in the bank with 100 more coming in a term. And yeah, that's looking very stable at the moment. I am going to take a quick 2-minute break myself. Be right back. Okay, I am back. What are we missing? Sounds like something's happening. Oh, Mojo's just passed the turnover. So let's try and do a quick review of what we missed there. We finished building worker and upgraded it to an axe. They're still lurking here against this 5-unit barbarian camp. And we're building 1 more axe out to jet next turn, but none of these guys are moving up to help, so this is going to be a slow clear with 2 axes. Alright, fair enough. Back to Persia. We do have a Schema Chancellor, all cities getting an extra 3.6 growth. Not bad at all, although given that a lot of these cities are hunters with camps giving huge amounts of growth, it's probably not as impactful as it would have been otherwise, but still pretty good. And we've got a Schema Ambassador as well, giving all cities 2.4 culture and 20 religion opinion. Religion opinion seems to be, well, needed for Zoroastrianism at least. I guess Judaism and paganism are pretty happy. We've got a fighting force here. Let's see what we got. We've still got 5 units. One of them literally on the front line, but yeah, we've I guess built a few more units, and we're dealt with the raiders here in time for the next set of raiders. We have 2 more raiders, but there's just quite barbarians here now as well. And yeah, we're probably heading towards the point where this barbarian camp could be upgrading into a tribe. We go on much longer, so potentially these could be a load of civilians soon. But we do have 2 wonders. We have the Yasilkai and the ziggurats. Do we want the handguns? If we wanted it, we could easily afford it. And we could maybe take Apadana, might be quite nice as well. Or the Necropolis. All good choices. Destinish for State City. Right, okay, we know what the plan is now. That is going to be expanding to another site, taking another city, another triple marble city. Well, first trip in Marble City, of course. Settled this city site early, but really, that has not been that way yet. So yeah, that'd be nice. Nice place for a statement city indeed. Oh, we have another note coming down. Start Necropolis, but trade the trial first. Use the slinger to trade. Why do we want to do that? Why are we so keen to build a wonder in interest? Don't get extra feathers. Just want the culture and statesman seat to get it strong culture so it can start spamming out more degrees, maybe better degrees. Perhaps. Alright, so our lone Egyptian scout is still hanging out in Persia, checking out what they're up to. We are moving at least one axe towards the barbarian site here and putting a general in. Hopefully we'll get the other one up as well. Yep. Alright, so we're in the position to start clearing. It is going to be slower than I'd like, I think, but I'm in a position to be able to do something about that. What else going on? All units of Gordium are just staying where they are. Berlin. We're building specialists. Another scout in the wider city. Cool. We want to see what else is going on this map. Intern spearmen and new statesman city. Yeah. Okay. I guess that would be useful. Not decided what we're building these cities yet. We've got an event. We could convert paganism. Absolutely no reason not to. Got a couple of pagan families that will make them happier. But it'll work when we're set. Get some specialists here. Pretty good. Ouch. Do have a third law available, so I guess we just want some more civics. We're speeding up presumably centralization to get a few more points of science. We're going border boost. I wonder if that is a cycle or he wants the boost. Link up his borders. Yeah, might not be terrible at all. We'll grab the elephant. What were the other options? Polis, phalanx, or rhetoric? So we could have gone rhetoric for a fourth law. He doesn't quite have the civics to enact that, so maybe trying to lane that a little bit for a border boost. And then what's coming up? Maybe monasticism, but we don't have a world religion. Architecture is an option, I suppose. We have a couple of developing cities that will baths and start working on specialists. Combo might be something to think about. Have a lot of wood in the bank at the moment. Even spoke to it. Yep, a few choices there, sure. Seem to be running down the timer a little bit here. Taking an event, we've still got 6 orders left. We need 5 seconds to use them. We've passed the turn, so work. Turns or scouts. Turns on our opponent's turn, which is definitely a good thing to do. It's a horse city. Riders horses. It is. Riders city. We don't have any horses in this city. Is he going to import horses in the city? Fair enough. Still needs to repair his silver mine and his shrine with his acolyte on us. So much wasted income you're not getting from repairing the stuff. We have started the necropolis. And, well, I guess 13 divided by 2. 7 years. But we don't seem to be in any rush to repairing these improvements here. Yeah, a little bit painful, especially with the acolyte. Losing out on that juicy science. Huge amount of. We're just in time to meet the raiders and then efficiently move on to the barbarians. So that seems okay. We're going to take some wax from these guys. It's going to hurt this thing quite. Really unfortunate. We're just out of territory. We have just upgraded a spear though. It will help be surprised if Persia manages to clear the site before Egypt clears theirs. See what they're. We know how many sites they've cleared at the moment. A lot more than Egypt, that's for sure. Look at the records because I'm interested. Camps cleared. Persia has cleared 5 to Mojo's 2, right? So that was an actually changed in quite a long time. Can Persia clear their 6th camp before Egypt clears their 3rd? I think yes. Let's see. Slinger sitting in Plaza. We're actually still out of orders, despite the fact we've got 26 with 8 being burnt on improvements. 34 total orders coming in a turn. Persia's spending all of them. Alright, back to Egypt. Some good hits on these guys. And kill units relatively fast for these days. There's a lot of them to cleave your way through. Unit. Building with double scout building. You're going crazy on scouts. Oh, we have an ambition to control 5 scouts. That feels a bit unfortunate. I don't think you need 5 scouts on a map this. I feel like 3 would probably be plenty. 1 for each lane. So yeah. Yes, we have pretty good growth. We can push out scouts pretty quickly. Not too much of a diversion. Yeah, so only 1 ambition cleared because we still haven't cleared up 3rd site yet. But we'll hopefully get that. He's 62 now. Oh, the chariot did come up and crit. Okay. Well, fair enough. That is going to make this a lot quicker. The chariot. That's good news. I'm going to stay in there, chariot. Have a slinger upgrade in Hatra. Yeah, we're seeing quite a lot of build up in Hatra now. I would be a little bit worried if I was Egypt. Can see this scale here. Judges, where are you? I don't need you so much. Always have a judge. A couple of statesmen judges. Who use a particular judge for the hunters? Who's? Yep, no judges for the hunters. No specialists. No, sorry, I was reading that wrong. Yeah. Could be rushing specialists with some judges. If he had judges. Alright, looks like we did establish legalism. So we are 4 ambitions completed now. Fantastic. Of course, we are as well. So 4 ambitions done is a very good place to be. That's going to give quite a decent legitimacy advantage at this point. So 151 legitimacy now as compared to 108. Yep. Starting to take a decisive lead here. And we're killing off units. Not quite super efficiently, but we're good. Wow, it's a race actually. Both teams are clearing pretty quickly at this point. Although of course we've just killing the raiders at this point. There's still 5 barbarian units to clear. So maybe Mojo actually has the edge here now. He only has 4 units to kill, and he has a chariot, so he can actually potentially kill more than 1 unit per turn. More than 1 attack. Chariot doing a lot of damage. Both sides could potentially kill more than 1 unit per turn, as that has this turn. We've got our 2nd spear just upgraded. So we've got 2 spears and 3 slingers now doing clearing. It's a conversion to 2 axes area. Yeah, there's probably still a slight favour to Persia here. Not too much in it. Persia, ironically, would be much better at clearing the horse units that Egypt is probably going to be facing. All right, we are on year 46. We are 2.5 hours in. Still not repairing the mine or the shrine. So we are building a wonder. We've got a note. Urge to Nishapur, repair shrine and rush it. Alright. At least we know it's being tracked on. There's a worker here. Out here. What have we just discovered? We discovered a border boost. We're going straight for combo. Going for no. We're maybe thinking about that. We could redraw, so there's a lot of options here. Yeah. Picture might be alright. It's not super exciting. I might be tempted to redraw. We have redrawn. Maybe rhetoric being better, but unfortunately we didn't get it, so we're grabbing Polis. Interesting. What are we thinking with Polis? We might be going for a land consolidation play. I did track right at the start on the quite a lot of land con resources here. Don't have it pinged, but that's a solid reason for grabbing Polis. We're getting some crit routes here, so we're wasting a little bit of damage, unfortunately. We are flanking now, so that's great. Actually getting the flanks in to avoid taking chip damage. And we will have this site cleared in a couple of... Wow. Looks like we'll even manage to get it done before our leader dies. Alright, we're up to 45 cents a turn. We've got a Poet and a Master Acolyte coming. 3 science, more turns. Just to be precise. Podium being built in sets. Scout out, we don't have orders to do with that scout. Doesn't turn over. Influence head of judo. Yes, of course. That's I did mention that a while ago, that if you influence the Jewish head, could start using him to intercess with people. And he doesn't have any Jewish families, so I'm not sure. And in fact, he's at maximum opinion, so you can only get plus 200 from a religion transferring over to a family. So even if he did have Jewish families, influencing wouldn't help that particularly. But yeah, getting the intercessors might help. We have finally repaired the shrine, hurrah, and put a judge in, and we are building a master acolyte. We're going to judge rush it. Money, we are selling food. That was an expensive judge rush. 400 or 500 gold to take 2 turns off a master acolyte, getting us half an order and 1 point of science. I guess it's okay. Still amazing. Getting a settler out of Katura next turn. And it looks like we are good progress on barbarians. One down. We take another one out this turn. We ought to be able to, yeah. Nice. Alright, great. Yep, it's going okay. It's going okay. Move forward. An ambition to control 2 Porton cavalry. That was ambitious, given that we are on only got 2 laws. That will be our 3rd. We're 25 turns away from strong culture, so we're not going to be able to get the 2 free one. It's going to be our 4th law. What's next in the draw pile? Navigation. Probably 250 science tech. 5 turns, 8 maybe. So we're maybe only 8 turns away from 4 laws. Could be alright. See if we get a crit on this camp. I don't think it will help if we do. We'd need a couple of crits at least. Exactly, a couple of crits. But we do have a 16 and a 31% chance. It's definitely not impossible to clear the camp this turn with a bit of luck. Probably next turn is more likely. Right, we're taking her out. We're flanking. We've got our first crit. Come on, one more crit. We can maybe clear it this turn. On crit. Oh, wow. Nice. Gotta love it when the crit gods are smiling down on you. Yeah, nice. One turn clear. And we have the civics for our next law. And we can settle our next city. I wonder what we'll go for. It really needs to be landowners at this point. One landowner is not where you want to be. Two is much better. Good. Not got the fewest cities penalty or the envy anymore. So yeah, great. Into work. Yep, like that. Beautiful crit indeed. Love to see. Hey, and yeah, we're pretty much in econ mode. Building our scouts for our ambition. 48 cents a term. Probably another few more decentralization. Imagine we would. 6 cities to 6. We're actually even on cities for the first time in quite a long time. Us is stronger. Got 3 laws. We did go for centralization. Yeah, so we're up to 51 cents a turn. Does that take it above Persia? It does. We've snuck very slightly above Persia in science stakes. Let's see if we can hold on to that lead. But this is looking okay, I think. Yeah, we've equalised on cities. Science is pretty even. Persia's got a slight military advantage, but nothing really to write home. Yeah. Econ development in Egypt's looking quite reasonable. We've got more barracks coming up. Granary, just in the middle of nowhere. I'm not sure about that granary. Okay. Growth. Alright, we're up to 50 science. So still just very slightly, just a whisker behind Egypt. And we've got 1 turn to repair this mine. Come on, class. Don't forget about your 50 income mine. No, you don't really need it. Foolish to not repair. Luxurious trade. We have. Oh, we're taking a lander. Okay. I wonder if we'll see a land conclave for Persia. We do have Lancon marked. Looks like we might see Lancon from both sides. I think that'd work out. Especially for Persia, if you can control more of the map than your opponent. Lancon's in this city, I guess. Not too unbalanced on that side at the moment. They're moving up. Already taken a barbarian kill this turn. Can we take another one? Yes, we can. Right. The Mojo did actually beat Persia to the clear and settle. Too much. $150 legitimate. 33 for being spent improvement. We've fully cleared all the barriers outside the camp now. Just need to take this guy out. The river being a slight pain. Probably 4 slingers and 2 spears can camp out anyway, and the set is would have to pass it. But possible, very possible. 3 units dead this time. We're repairing the mine. We have repaired the mine. Hurrah! Great news. Going for decree 2s because Persia just does not have enough orders, clearly. With 37 being spent, we really need another 6. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the best you would give. But okay, let's see what Persia can do with them. Use it to boost up their expansion and economic development a bit more, then might be worth it. So in terms of the map, so yeah, Persia's very much one-sided on this. If Mojo can actually ban this to this Scythian and this Gaul camp before Persia can get, then they'll have split the map pretty evenly, right? So, this is the Persian. This Scythian camp is the one that Mojo took off him. So yeah, if we can get 2 more settles out this way, which might be hard work, but we do have axes against spears and a chariot against slingers. So yeah, we need a couple more units. Like 3 is not really enough. You still have these 3 slingers here. We haven't really seen any more military being built in the last few. Egypt has been catching up on economy. It's fine, but yeah, we are going to need some more military units soon if we want to keep peace with Persia. Already stronger, and they are building their spear. Falling further and further behind on the military graph. Look at that military graph. Yeah, wow, that is quite a difference actually. Now 460 to 270. Not that far away from class being much stronger. Possibly when those next 2 spearmen pop out, that will boost him into much stronger. That is not a place where you want to be, where you're stronger. Yeah. Scouts, I don't think are a good idea. You need to be looking at axemen. Stern axeman is definitely better than a stern scout head, even though it's going to finish your ambition. I mean, I guess now you've taken the ambition, maybe it's worth finishing it. But yeah, probably just don't take the ambition in the first place. Ambition that takes you out of the way of what you really want to be doing is maybe fine for a single player game where you're taking it a little bit easier, but in a competitive game against a tournament champion, you want to be making your build queues as efficient and as useful as possible. Probably. But having the vision will be nice. Again, it's something that we don't see a lot of. People building a lot of scouts in tournament games. If Mojo can make it work, if he can actually get the orders to get those scouts in the right place, doing useful things, then it might be helpful. Persia is getting rebels. Their riders family are very unhappy. Oh, they convert to Zoroastrianism. Absolutely hates them. All right. So yeah, minus 121 opinion with the riders, and 120 of that, minus 120, sorry, is coming from Zoroastrianism. Okay, so yeah, now we definitely need a pleased religion head to convert riders. Ugh, they've got 3 Zorro characters, 0 anyone else. Yeah, that's bad. That is bad. How old is the Zorro head? Not very old. Minus 140 opinion. Yeah, the leader's not very old over. So yeah, we definitely need to do something about this. It's horrible to be in. We were trying to influence Jewish head. Oh, I see. We were trying to influence. We can if we make him the ambassador, then become ruthless and exchange our current ambassador. Great, is it? And that's potentially going to make someone vengeful. Well, that's a little bit of a hard, I suppose. But I guess we're going to get loads of religion opinion. We're going to lose a bit of culture from all cities from the council. Not too bad. Returning emissary, the Gallics are going to declare war. They don't. No legitimacy from tribal raid. Yeah. Yeah. Not enough units to tribally invade, so they're not tribally invading. They're just declaring war. Not that Mojo has been killing them. Not that many camps on the map. Has Mojo even met the Gauls? He has, yeah, because of his early scouting. He hasn't sent any military units over that side of the map. Alrighty, so we are going to return to our city dominance for class in our 7th city and next term. It's according to the ping. we'll make it 3-2-1-2-3. So the riders will be even more annoyed. Statesman City. Actually, I guess they've already got the MV. So we did influence the Jewish head. No, we just upset the Jewish head. Oh, okay. Well, that's not ideal. So now we have no chance of getting a Jewish conversion on the riders, or a Persian pagan version by the looks of it. So we're just going to have to suck this the riders hating us, I think, because we took the event option that annoyed the Jewish head, so we just have no option. It does make the ambassador happy, so we're getting even better yields off him, which is quite nice. But we will have to weather this the riders hating us for a bit. We got a Robo Slayer, but we have dispatched him quickly by the looks of it. Cycle. Okay. Alright, we got some tech, we got Polis. Still don't have anything pinged new. So where can we go? We have the scholar still. We could redraw to forestry if we do want to head straight to consolidation. We're going for rhetoric. That is the fourth law. That makes sense. Do we have, once we get our fourth up, we did import horses into Jet a long time ago, so we can build light chariots out of at least one city. And there are more horses in Gordium. We haven't put a pasture on them yet. Getting our first worker there in 2 turns. Yeah, we'll have, I guess Gordium won't have culture, of course. We need to get that developing in order to start building. Oh, if we go to scouts. Persian scout down. Yep, they left that a little bit too exposed. The chariot has taken the opportunity to bump that off. Sincerely hope you had to use a force mode. It's not tracking. Metal. The axes are coming back down, so it looks like Mojo is not planning on expanding any region. Sure, I like that, to be honest. Mojo is worried about build up. It's like down course. Yeah, does not look like Mojo will be doing any more expansion. He's going to stay on 6 cities now. It's okay, I guess. You can probably win the game with that many cities, but we'll put you at a disadvantage against more cities very shortly. Will I can't imagine Classic going to stop expanding. We do have a second border here, of course. We've settled Genoa. I missed that. No, that's been there for ages, right? Yeah. In fact, Egypt doesn't see the border here. Persia sees the Egypt border. Doesn't. Sure. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I would have said a tactical leader, but we don't have a tactical leader. So I'm not sure what's going on that extra vision, but fine. Persia sees they have a second border here. So that might incline them to be more cautious. Explain why Egypt is being cautious. But having lost a few units early on, maybe that does. We got 300 money from that encampment. Not amazing. We founded Christianity as well. Oh, wild. We have a triple religion, Persia. I bet they're wishing they'd founded clerics now. Yeah. Hunters, Riders, States. And no clerics. Really clean up all these religions. Yep, that's a bit of a shame. I think suppose it would have been hard to give up riders with the lack of horses on this map. On some, but there aren't a huge amount. You don't want to lock yourself out unit. You had to take hunters because of the lovely hunter start. Now I guess it's just hard to pass up statesmen, the orders and the degrees, extra civics. Yeah, barracks would have been nicer. So we're getting Christian monasteries down immediately because we've got monasticism now. We're going straight into polytheism, so we're probably going to be shrine spamming everywhere as well. Loads more orders coming in for Persia soon. We're starting on garrisons, build more order shrines. Yeah, the Persian order hegemony possibly is on the rise. We did this for settled our statesman. We get a 3-turn worker thanks to all the huge amounts of growth. 4.5 from our chancellor, who loves us. A lot of growth. Sure. Perhaps too much growth, some. Okay. We are 4 out of 5 scouts on our ambition in Egypt, so we only need one more now to polish off ambition. 2-turn scout, yeah. Unfortunately, it's taken quite a lot of build queue time to do, but it's an ambition. Be good to clock it off at this point, get it done before the leader dies, and that's a lot of legitimacy. Quite nice. Workers. What are we building? We're not building any more military units at the moment, but that carrot's going to swing back up northwards. Yeah, maybe that. Kind of barracks and granary finished. Not look like Egypt are getting any religion. Well, we're getting rhetoric. I suppose it's possible we could swing towards metaphysics and then pick up Mani, or even just get a lucky found off an event. But not sure at this point. Okay, what else is happening? Not very much. We started on the road. That's the turnover before designing our city keys. We are building the final scout. 2 turns. You see doing just yet. Grabbing a camp in this radar. In the Mojo scout. Maybe Persia can't. Maybe that's just an artifact of I guess maybe he still had the visibility from the scout that died now, would he? Alright, I understand. You keep your visibility for a turn even after the unit's died. Until the start of your next turn, at least. Okay, we've got lots of people becoming endeared to each other. That's nice. Oh, we've switched leaders. No, we haven't. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong person. We're on our Persian builder. 38-year-old Persian builder with a 12-year-old tactic student son. 1 turn till the necropolis is finished. Got 2 workers on this tile, so one of these is going to be wasted unless we move one of them off. Great to move probably this uninjured statesman worker off and start building a shrine. The worker and heal. Look at building him. We're rushing out a stonecutter. Okay. Nearly finally finished this 10-year spearman. Only 3 years to go. What's happening at the front line? Not very much. It's a decree, so we've actually, we've got way more orders than we can use. Why did we need a decree?
unless you're going to rush all of your military units up and attack, that decree feels wasted. The orders Persia actually ends up wasting here, but I bet it's going to be more than he got from the decree. Decree 2 is 6 orders. Anything else for it? You don't get any permanent benefit from that. Orders for 1 turn. Don't use them, and that's 60 money. Just bought yourself. Ten orders left. Running out of time. This leader is insane though. And 16, 18 stat leader. Only 38. Gracious, loyal, divine builder. Ranking 10 orders. Just don't have the units. We can move a slinger a little bit. Sure. Upgrade a spear. The warrior to a spear. But yeah, look, just floated 7 orders. That decree ended up being 60 money. You want to hang on to those till you really need them. Persia just generally doesn't need them that much. Got axes down here. Okay, so we're making a showing at Gordium. We're not going to be rolling over it yet. The spears are going to find it hard to break into that. The Gordium's looking pretty safe, but clearly Mojo is feeling the need to defend it, tying up most of his army at Gordium here. I think the only other unit he has is Chariot. He's not going to do anything on his own. Well, a bit of scout, I suppose. Excuse me. So yeah, that is this is Mojo's army completely tied up, while Persia is happily clearing site. I would imagine going on to clear this cool site here has only got 2 units. Probably 2 to camp without too much trouble. We're going to complete an ambition next turn for the scouts. We haven't, but we can just get some XP. Maybe another trait as well. Okay. A lot of potential governors, which we're not assigning. We're very short on civics. Oh, we did just spend 200 civics getting the Apadana Dam. Right, well, I mean, we've got our first wonder being started for Egypt on turn 51. It's certainly quite late, but yeah, it's going to slow down our 4 laws. So we were thinking we're going to unique units out anytime soon. Let's just slow that down a bit. That wonder on the board, sure, is okay. To stop Persia just grabbing all of them to be there. A hand again to you about you let them build all the wonders. The Egyptian scout kind of does out on. Yes, he's fairly safe with the lakes protecting him. It's quite a hard bit of terrain to push through here. The sand terrain is very slow to move through. Helps as well. Be fairly safe with that. It is. And we lost to tutor child mission, sadly. Are you doing the no religion job? Yeah, of course, neither team has clerics. No particular need to either grab religions or deny religions the other side. No one gets any benefit from it. Casual, just extra 1 culture in all cities on the ambassador. 15 family opinion. Sure. Coming up 3 hours now. 52. I think it might be time to wrap up the stream for today. Let's see how long the players are planning on playing for. Let's just see what else is happening. Garrison's coming down. We have a settler out ready to found city that has not been cleared yet. But then one more turn sounds good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm sorry, I lack the stamina for all-night marathon streams. 3 hours is about my limit. My voice is starting to go, and I'm getting tired. So yeah, it's been a good first session though. We're 52 years in. We've had some good action, and yeah, class is definitely in a strong position. 7 cities to 6. Let's see, they are. Yeah, class is stronger, so Egypt is weaker. The competent science rate is 58 to 53. So a small advantage for Persia. I wonder if they have actually managed to catch up in the early Egypt's early lead. Not quite. Yeah, Egypt still has a very slim margin of lead, but it's looking pretty good. And yes, any more stats we want to have a look at? Egypt's quite a bit wealthier, more pop for Persia. Egypt actually has more specialists. That's interesting. Egypt has been investing quite a bit more in specialists, and generally more urbans as well. 14 workers in Persia. Egypt 6. And military units, yeah, Persia is overtaken on military units, but Egypt does have a better military unit. They have access to Persia's spears, so that's helpful. We've got 27 units killed. Persia's still lost more units than Egypt. 12 techs discovered to Persia's 8. They must be each for techs. Mojo's taking more bonus techs by the look of it. Persia's just diving deeper into the tree. We've been tracking too much on what techs. Yeah, they're both going for Lancon, right? Mojo has now started forestry. Persia is working on navigation, which is the 4th floor. Yeah. And Mojo presumably has his 4th floor at least available. Yeah, he doesn't quite have the civics yet. So both teams getting pretty close to having full law enacted in the year 52. Certainly not particularly quick, but they did have early aggression to deal with. Fair enough. Garrisons up here, monasteries. Yeah, so Persian science is going to have quite a bump when all these monasteries coming online, and we're building 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's another 6 science coming online in a few turns for Persia, so that ought to give them a pretty strong science lead. Rules in Gordium seems like a very good idea. Worker. Yeah. Egypt kind of wishes they had a builder now at the moment. Don't have a good chancellor either to giving them growth. Now Spoke Will. So yeah, Spoke Will paying off the class there. Lots of growth. And of course the hunter cities as well. Also giving class a lot of growth. Very nice of it. I think we're just playing to the end of this turn and calling it done. But yes, I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. We will be back at some point, no doubt, with part 2 to see how this game progresses. Fascinating start. Yeah, Mojo making use of his scouts now, getting his 3rd scout because he's done his 5th scout ambition. Another one in the capital. Where's the 4th scout? Cities. Look at the scouts doing with their scouts. One down here, yeah. Oh, there's one right over. Wow, exposed. That's looking a little bit sketch. This scout. I guess if you have 5 scouts, you're not too worried about losing one. And it is a fair way for Persia to come and kill it. And they can't see it. So fine. Good, great stream. Thank you for watching, everyone. And yeah. wait for the end of the turn and take a save, and we'll call it. Yes. In fact, I will end the stream here because we're gonna stop. But thanks all for watching. Till next time. Later.